morning, everyone. Welcome back to YouGarden. You right, Rebecca?
I did double wave then.
Double wave. I did neither. I just stood here like this. Hello, my name's Dan. Sean is on QVC later today, which is very exciting.
He is. He's got a double thing going on today. I think he's on at lunchtime sometime on the main channel, and then Style, channel 37 on Freeview at 5 or 6 o'clock tonight.
But here's the thing, 5. Here's the thing. They haven't got the prices we've got.
It's all different things
They haven't
as
got
well.
they haven't got the free gift.
They haven't got the free gift.
They ain't got the chance for this. So let's crack straight. And by the way, there's a lot on this show that is so brand new.
Yeah, loads.
The actual samples are still like in the recording, logging, sticker room. Not even in the studio yet.
We're hoping they're going to appear at some point during our little show, but there's a few gaps on the tables, but they are here.
Yep,
We're just waiting for them
price
to
is
arrive
done.
in the
Stock is here
pocket.
after all. It's just going through all the T's and C's, which they have to do.
Yes.
Obviously, to make sure they're in the perfect edition to come to you. But first of all, it's a new week. Therefore, there's a new offer code YGTV2124.
That's it.
Where did I take? There it is.
You pointed at me, so I thought I'd
Here
point
she
at
is.
it.
Thank you so much. Pass that point on. Here we go, lilies.
Yeah, no, not just any
No,
lilies.
skyscrapers.
I mean, we had lilies last week, but these are the skyscraper lilies. These are what we call the tree lilies. These can grow up to 6, like your height, Dan.
That's right. According to the internet, I'm 6 foot.
6 feet in height. We don't expect them to do that in the first year, maybe 4 feet, but these are absolutely incredible. It's not one flower per stem here either. You get multiples of them.
Look at that.
They're big, they're bold, they're beautiful, and let's face it, it's absolutely free. Best price ever.
Free P&P, free everything. Just add it in, well, with the code YGTV2124 630323. You don't need the item number, you need the code.
The code, yeah. When you place your order and you put your offer code in, when you place your order in the basket, we will automatically put these in for you. We will be showing you a little basket example throughout the show, so if you're new to us and you've never done it before, you will be able to see that. But it's free. They're normally worth £7.99, and you will get flowers this year, and of course, they will come back year after year
Absolutely.
after year.
Bex, click your fingers.
Hey!
Magic? Is that doing my ear? Is that magic? How do we get free P&P? It's kind of explained, I know, but Bex, how do I get free P&P?
Oh, well, you just need to get your basket to over £40.
Okay.
Enter the code YGTV2124, and all of the postage cost will come off there for you. If your basket is under £40, though, and I appreciate people have budgets, we can't always spend £40, you'll only pay 1 postage cost. So 4 or 5 items in your basket, all with postage attached, you'll only pay the 1 postage cost.
Wouldn't it be magic if you click your fingers and that one comes back up?
Yeah, it's not going to work, is it?
Nevertheless, of course, you can get ahead of it. And always, I can hear some regular names in my ear. Lots of you are watching on YouTube, on the website, of course, yougarden.com, on Facebook feed as well. And you can email us to say hello. What are you up to? Elaine says, fantastic free gift.
It is, isn't it, Elaine? Good.
I agree, Elaine. YGTV at yougarden.com if you want to say good morning. What are you up to? What's your view? Is it chucking it down like it is here?
Yeah.
Probably.
I think it's across most of the country this morning. Chelsea was a bit of a washout yesterday, and it's a bit the same today, isn't it? I hope it perks up for everybody that's going to Chelsea
There's a lot
this
of
week.
manifesting going on up there.
A lot of it, yeah.
Up there, down there. I know a few people have been, know a few people who are exhibiting, and they're like, it's going to break, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine, it'll be fine. I think it's
fine.
going to be fine. It's today and then it turns nice again, so it's all
Exactly.
good.
Now, if you want to get ahead of us and see everything coming up and build that basket nice and early, you go to the website, yougarden.com, and you can, of course, watch right there. Oh, there we go. And then it shows you the show live right now. And, as importantly, everything on it. We'll talk about joining the club. We've got some of the best from last week. Mainly new stuff that, as mentioned, is so... Oh, the pink... Avalanche is on the way. Purple Eye is on the way. Summer Magic. Bum, ba-dum. Summer Magic.
Have me a blast.
Bum, bum. That's right, we take requests too.
Summer loving.
Oh.
Anyway, let's move on.
Okay. And these Osteospermum Purple Sun.
Oh, I love these.
Look at the colour there.
They're incredible. I grew these last year, and the colour of these is absolutely so intense, so beautiful. This is on our favourites table because this is going to be one of the top ones of the show.
There we go. By the way, that price is not the
price you'll pay.
YouGarden price TV side of things. That's why you come directly. Thank you for tuning in this Wednesday morning. Let's crack straight on with a whopper in front of our eyes right here. Passion flower.
The passion flower, this is absolutely gorgeous. Very tropical looking flowers. Multi-layered flowers that you get on here as well, and they are so interesting to look at. I remember when I first saw a passion flower years ago, and I was absolutely mesmerised by the look of that because it's so interesting.
The size of it, the look of it, the foliage is really interesting as well, how it's climbing up that cane, but $8.99.
Yeah. $8.99 if you're in the club. I mean, it's a half-price deal, and even less if you're in the club because you get that 10% discount.
Yes, you do.
That's incredible, isn't it? Look at the size of it. This is a climber, so this is the perfect thing for you to, I don't know, you've got a trellis up a fence, or you've got an ugly old shed you want something to grow over. Maybe you've got one of our tower pots, you took advantage of the double deal that we've got on the tower pots.
Good point.
And you've got a spare one, you don't know what you're going to put in there. The passion flower would be an incredible one because you get so many flowers on here. The flowers are followed by these kind of egg-shaped fruits that grow later on in the year. I believe they're edible, but they don't taste very nice. So you basically leave them on for the birds.
Okay,
so the birds will feast on them. It's winter hardy, so it's not one you need to worry about over the winter. But it is quite a gorgeous and relatively vigorous climber as well. It does grow quite fast, which is awesome. It has these lovely little, you can see the little, I can't remember what they're called, but the little tendrils on there. So it automatically climbs. It just grabs onto something and climbs itself. So
there we go.
you don't, some climbers need a bit of help. This one doesn't need your help.
That's really cool, like all spring, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. So that'll just wrap round anything that it finds to climb up, and it will beautifully climb. Yes, it'll go in a tower pot. Yes, it'll go in the ground to climb up and over whatever it is you want it to. It's not a tropical one. I know it has that look, it has that feel.
Yep.
It definitely looks quite exotic, but yes, you can grow that here in the UK. It's winter hardy. It's not an issue.
Oh, it looks like an alien. It looks.
Does. I love it.
It's so interesting, isn't it? The petals, the stamen side of things, the colours, the size of it, the height. $8.99 for the discount club. Even if you're not in the discount club, which of course you should be.
Yeah, I mean, a half-price deal on that is incredible, isn't it?
550-334. If you want to multi-order it, you can do. 550-334. This is a perfect example of what is grown on in the nursery here, right? Any that were picked up, brought into our studio, so yours will look like this, or about to get to this point, or maybe slightly forward at this point.
Yeah, and the thing is, it flowers for ages as well. I mean, it starts around now, but this is going to keep going for you all the way through the summer as well, into, you know, probably right the way through September, maybe even into October as well. So exotic-looking flowers, tough, resilient, super easy to look after. You don't need to give it any extra winter protection, but just beauty to look at.
Look at that.
Isn't it?
We'll definitely come back to this, I know, but we're just previewing at the moment. You can get hold of yours, 550-334. Now, if I want to get a discounted price...
Yes.
There's a discount club, right, which we go to via the website, yes?
Yeah, absolutely. You get offered it when you place an order. So there's a little box that says, do you want to be a club member? It costs you just £5 to join the club, by the way. It lasts for 12 months. It's on an auto renewal, so it will automatically renew at £5 every single time that 12 months is up. But £5 to join and 10% saving every single time you place an order. Now,
what we haven't done, so there it is. We popped that item number in our basket. And away we go, 550-334. So we're saving a £5 just by going on YouGarden, but you are shopping on YouGarden TV. So YGTV 2124, apply code. £10 off, not £5 off, £6 off by being in the discount club, and then you will also get £10 worth of Robina skyscraper lilies included for free. Already you're saving, it's £32.
Nice.
With one item. How does that work? You sort of chucking in some wine as well for free. Why not? Why not?
Why not?
Are you white or red wine?
White mostly, but I don't mind a red.
Yeah?
Yeah, but it stains your teeth, doesn't it? So I try not to drink it too much.
Yeah, or through a straw.
Yeah. That's a bit silly though, isn't
apparently
it?
It doesn't sting your teeth if you do straight from the bottle.
Oh, well, fair enough. That's how I'll do it.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
That's how I'll do it.
Pretty sure. That's how I'll continue to do it. All right, are we going this way, team?
I think we're going to talk about...
Oh, this one. Okay, why not?
About one of my faves.
550-334. What? Moonshine?
Oh, no, Moonrise, not Moonshine. Should we talk about Moonshine? Let's do that. Yeah. No, I do love this one. This is absolutely gorgeous. There's so many acers out there, and I have multiples of them because you get these gorgeous different shaped leaves. These have got the lovely kind of palm-shaped leaves here. Lovely shape to those leaves, but what you get with this is the gorgeous colour-changing effect that you get with acers. So the young foliage foliage comes through these sort of lovely shades of reds and oranges and peaches, and then it goes through this colour changing process so that you get these gorgeous kind of more limey greens appearing. Ooh. You get that kind of effect going on, so you get multiple colours. It'll obviously change colour throughout the seasons as well. So once we get into autumn, acers do this amazing thing where they turn these gorgeous fiery shades, and this one does exactly that. So you have those lovely fiery shades before it drops its leaves. Now, acers do, I always talk about how they offer this sense of calm, and there is this, I don't know, just really calming, zen-like effects that you get from them. It's the way they grow, even when they're bare, to be honest with you. Those sort of mini tree shapes that you get look absolutely beautiful. And even though they have this kind of zen-like oriental feel to them, they're actually really quite simple to look after. They're winter hardy, so they come with our lifetime guarantee. Anything that's got the snowflake symbol on the product page that says winter hardy means that it has a lifetime guarantee. It means it will survive its winter, but you can come back to us. If it dies, if it doesn't come back to life the next year, you can come back and tell our customer services department, and they will replace it absolutely free of charge. That's the symbol that you are looking for on the website. Couple of tips when it comes to looking after acers though. Yeah. So they like dappled shade and they like a sheltered position.
Okay.
Now, the green varieties do tend to be able to cope with a bit more sunshine than the red-coloured ones, but I would still say dappled shade as much as possible, because they'll suffer with scorching on the leaves, and it's the same if it's in a too windy area. They'll get this thing called wind burn, so the leaves will just turn a little bit crispy at the edges, and you don't want that.
I get that one.
A bit crispy at the edges.
Absolutely.
We don't want crispy edges. We want this beautiful display, and they're slow growing as well, which I adore, because it means over the decades that you will have these, because these can last a really, really long time, you can watch it go through that process of growing. This one can get quite big if you want it to. 2.5 metres it'll grow to, height and that spread as well. But if you don't want it to grow that big, just don't put it in a massive pot.
Right, so you can restrict it in that sense?
You can restrict it, yes.
Would you
can
put it in the
restrict
ground?
The size. You can do, absolutely.
Okie dokie.
I don't, because I want to take my acers with me. If I ever move house, my acers are all coming with me. So mine are pot grown, so you can do that. Keep them in a pot if you want to, or you can plant them out into your...
I like your theory like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just don't unpack anything. They're all living in the boxes.
We're all living out suitcases.
Because you never know, guys. Now, very interesting point that Stu was making in the middle of your professionalism there.
Okay, thank you.
Item, by the way, 510558, saying the moon doesn't rise.
Doesn't it?
We see the sun go up and the sun go down.
Right.
But the moon just appears.
Does it? Apparently it's always above the horizon because of how it orbits the Earth.
But it has to disappear at some point. Or does it just go off? But on the other side of the planet, but
then it means
it must duck down at some point. Or maybe it's spinning the wrong way round.
I mean, I love the...
Because the sun comes up and down, maybe the moon just goes that way round.
Maybe.
But then that means the other side of the Earth will never get it. So it must...
It must do at some point.
It must go up and down. Are you smarter than us? I expect so. Please let us... Do you know what we're saying? You get the idea? Like, it does... Fair play, it does just appear and then just vanishes.
And then just disappear.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's sunny and the moon
Sometimes the moon and the sun are up at the same time.
Bizarre.
And then I'm thinking, so what's the other side of the world got?
Exactly, nothing.
Nothing.
Just black sky.
Nothing.
Just some stars.
Oh. Anyway, please let us know, or not. YGTV at YouGarden.com. 510558. Does the moon rise? When you see them both together, how does that work? What's the other side of the world doing?
Yeah, please. I want to know. Elaine, apparently you've got your eye on the acer of the moonrise. I don't blame you at all. I do not have this variety myself, so this might end up in my basket too.
And we're off. Okie dokie. Over £10 off, even more by being in the club if you wish to be at 510558. Hey team!
Yes.
Are we going this way?
Let's do it. We're going straight over to the Osteospermum, the Purple Sun variety.
Come on!
The camera is going to wake up any moment
Here it comes.
now.
Here it comes.
Hello.
Here it comes.
Nope.
Hey! Hello.
Good morning. There's some gremlins in the potting shed this morning.
I've got some WD-40. Should I just... It's
Still
not, it's
kill you
oust.
if you do that.
But just give that a little tinker.
Give it a little spray, see if it works.
Should I spray some water on it?
No, please don't do that.
Yeah, please don't.
We'll be off air very, very quickly if you do that. Hey, there we go. Good morning.
Hello, we'll start over here. Are we starting this way or this way? This way? This way, the African daisy, okie dokie.
Yeah, we're going to start with our
That's the what? What's the...
African daisy, the osteospermum purple sun.
It's like
It's
our first time. We're not sure how it works. We're not sure where to sit. We've never been here before. Do we sit with the cool kids at lunch?
Yeah.
We sit on our own.
We'll sit on
we
our
don't
own.
know where we go. So we'll just try. By the way, this looks beautiful.
Doesn't it look beautiful? Excuse me, and it looks beautiful right now. It's going to continue to look beautiful all summer long. I grew these last year, and I was telling Stu this morning, it's phenomenal, honestly. The amount of flowers you get, flowers for ages and ages and ages. Well, in actual fact, I had these in a pot, and I wanted to use that pot for something else. So I dug up my osteospermum, and I chucked them in a heavy-duty pot.
Okay.
And I thought, I'll get rid of them later. You can actually get these through a winter, by the way. They need some protection. You can actually get them through a winter. But I just chucked them in... excuse me. I just chucked them in a heavy-duty black pot and left them there
Do you
thinking...
need some WD-40?
I'll get rid of them later on. 3 weeks later, I still hadn't got rid of them, and they were still flowering.
Well, they
just kept going, honestly. These are incredibly floriferous. My top tip for you is to just make sure you do some deadheading. Keep chopping those flowers off, because that will encourage the other ones to come through.
Craig, what have you got for us? Which one?
Craig's just snuck in.
Straight off, we were saying a lot of the samples on the show are still in. Which one of these? Is it here?
It's all those over there.
All those over there.
All right, thank you, love.
I'm going to bring them over. Thank you, Craig.
No worries.
This is terribly exciting. Literally brand new. I feel like I'm breaking the magician's code. Look at these. Aren't they beautiful?
They're gorgeous. That's the purple eye there, aren't they?
They're divine.
Oh yeah, he'll put those over there.
I'm just going to put them over here.
I'll tell you about the osteospermum. So these are going to flower. You can see how good they are right now.
I've got to get back. I was just panicking a little bit there.
You can see how good they are right now, and these are going to keep going for you right the way through the summer, all the way through into October. And it's that colour combination that you're getting on here. When you see these, I mean, you can sort of see them in the lights that we've got in the potting shed here, but in the sunshine, they just illuminate the kind of deeper shades in the centre, going out to those lighter shades at the edges.
It looks iridescent, doesn't it?
It does.
What did you say?
Floriferous. It's a made-up word, but we love it. Look how many flowers are on there. Look how many buds are on there. And as long as you keep deadheading this throughout the summer...
We get all of these pots.
You're going to get 6 of them.
Oh,
and can I just show you on this one, for example, and they're all the same. Just look how rooty they are. And these are desperate to get in your gardens, honestly. They are absolutely desperate for you to plant those out. They can go in a pot, they can go into borders. They want the sunniest spot that you can give them. They're called the African daisy. That'll give you some idea of how much sunshine these want. They look like those glowing embers, don't they? The colours that you've got, they look like the glowing embers of a fire that's dying down. It's really, really gorgeous, and as I say, super easy to look after, long flowering, and just really, really simple.
Oh gosh, they are absolute, that sort of purple hue on the inside. Beautiful. Purple and almost like a burnt orange colour is really, really striking, isn't it? Absolutely. Well, you can see it perfectly on the big picture, obviously. But getting 6, would you say I've got a heavy duty pot? I'm thinking about sort of not necessarily planting them in those, although you could, of course.
You could.
I'm thinking like size-wise, how many of this size of pot would you plant into a heavy duty pot?
So they will spread a bit actually, and they do spread quite well. So they reach about 30 centimetres in height. They don't get much taller than they are now, but they will go sideways. So they'll probably get to 40, 50 centimetres sideways. So if you've got a heavy duty pot, I mean,
one.
You'd probably put 3 in there, and that'll give you that gorgeous full display from those. If you want to try and look after these over the winter, you can do. They are a protect from frost, but if you do look after them, there's a chance that you can get these to come back next year. Most people treat these as annuals, to be perfectly honest, and at this price, you can do that, can't you? Because you're getting 6 of those pots here.
50%. Oh, I know it's 28p in it. I can't do those sorts of maths. We're not far off. Nearly half price for 6 of them in the 9 centimetre pots. 15.28 is that discount club price. After all, 400953. Bravo, everybody. Now, as you saw live, we've had a special delivery to the potting shed. I don't think this next one was in that basket.
Not yet, but it'll be coming soon.
It's coming. Absolutely, we were live. We promised we'd be live from 10, so we're live from 10. Maybe we could have gone live at 10:30, but it's more fun this way.
Yeah, why not?
It's more fun this way, exactly.
I like it.
So what have we got coming up next? Obviously, they're in here in the nursery somewhere. What's up next?
Geum, the orange pumpkin.
Geum.
This is quite a remarkable variety of geum, actually. I've got a few geums, and I love the orange colour because I'm a big fan of purple, and purple and orange together is, I know it sounds odd, but actually...
hence the previous
Well, yeah, it really does work so well together. And what you've got with this particular GM are these gorgeous kind of pom-pom ruffled blooms on here. And GMs are a perennial. They will come back for you year after year. They will form clumps. You can divide those clumps as well. So generally division of plants, you can do it in autumn or you can do it in springtime, but that gives you free plants to spread around your garden. And with GMs, you get this lovely kind of mound of foliage. It's quite neat the way that the foliage grows, and then you get these lovely sort of taller stems that come up out of the top of there. And as I say, if you plant these along with purple, I mean, it's up to you. You do your own planting scheme.
You were about to say you do you, hun, were you not?
Do you, hun. But I think...
Hello, Joseph, if you're watching this morning. His favourite thing to say.
If you plant these with the purples, and you can see that sort of in the background of that picture there, if you've got your bowls mauve, that would look gorgeous. I think that colour combination is a really, really good one. Now, this particular variety was shortlisted for Plant of the Year at Chelsea 2023. It didn't win, but it was shortlisted, so that means it was a massive, massive consideration. It repeat flowers all the way through the summer months. Normally, it'll start around sort of May time, and it'll keep going right the way through to September. If you deadhead, you will encourage those flowers to come through. It likes moist, well-drained soil. It can cope with full sun. It doesn't mind part shade either. Winter hardy, and you're going to get 3 9-centimetre pots delivered direct to your door.
Now everybody is getting 50% off here, even more off for that discount club price, so $13.47, and you'll get 3 pots there. And with the code YGTV2124, you will get the free gift of the Robina Skyscraper lilies worth £10. For free. 561211. The next one's a really interesting story, the delphinium of what it looks like, what it could be. Really pretty. So this is... Well, is this what it looks like right now?
Yeah, so this
is.
It is. And it's starting to get the beautiful flower spike coming up out of the top here. We've actually got one here that has been grown on just a little bit so that you can get an idea of what this is going to turn into. Now, delphiniums, I mean, look, it's Chelsea. I'm going to keep talking about it this year, this week, because it's Chelsea Flower Show right now. I went to Chelsea Flower Show last year. I'm gutted I'm not going this year, but never mind.
Well, dodged, it's raining.
Well, to be honest.
Yeah.
The delphinium displays at Chelsea Flower Show were absolutely incredible.
I bet.
They are stunning, stunning flowers. You get these gorgeous, elegant, stately spires, and they can get really tall. We are talking potentially 1.5 meters, even taller than that if you've got them in the right spot. And you get multiple flowers, and they sort of open in succession up that flower spike, which gives you lots of interest to look at. Definitely going to want to put these at the back of a border just because of that height that they can get to. It is a herbaceous perennial, so what it will happen is it will die back down underground, but then it will come back to life again next year and give you those gorgeous spires. I would suggest putting some strolch down with your delphiniums.
Would you? Okay.
This is one that the slugs and snails, they do like to eat that fresh new growth.
Yep.
So I would definitely recommend getting some strolch in your basket as well. This gives you that gorgeous kind of cottage garden, lovely kind of feel going on. Mixed, in fact, those may be somewhere near your orange pumpkin GMs.
Yeah, that purple orange again.
That orange colour again. It's a gorgeous...
Oh, there's the angle, look.
Obviously, your GMs will be shorter and your delphinium will be taller, but that would look really, really pretty. The colour of it is incredible as well. And also, this is the Astellat variety, and these have been bred to withstand sort of higher summer temperatures as well. And they have higher than average numbers of flowers on them too. So this is definitely, if you're looking for delphiniums, this is maybe a level up.
I'm with you.
Level up.
With you. Now then, for the first time today, that red box is on the description. Double up deal. So you put 2 in your basket. If you put 1, it's $8.99.
Yes.
In the discount club. If you put 2, it's $14.98. Then on top of that, your discount will also come off.
Yeah, so about $13.50 for 2 of them.
Whatever that is. Yeah, about $13.50. But you've got to do that. If double up deal means you put 2 in there. So for example, you're going to go, right, I want to double up. Let's put 2 in that basket. There's my saving, and there'll be a further, obviously the free gift as well, and away you go. But not forgetting, Hang on a minute.
There you go, look. Club member, add that in, and you get that saving.
Have we already put the code in?
He had, yeah.
Oh
he's
yeah,
already
he
put the
had.
code
It's a
in.
previous one. There's a free gift showing me that I've done. If you're not sure you've done it, you can always do it again, and nothing will happen if you've already done it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Yeah,
if you
don't
want-
matter.
yeah. If you're not sure, just do it again. Here
Just
we
do
go.
it again.
And it's like you've done it already, mate. Don't worry about it. That's what the website says. It pops up and says exactly that. Yeah, you can't put saving on top of savings. That's madness. It's just making sure you've got the.
We'd be out of business if that was the case.
Yeah, I like how you've already done it once. You're like, we know you have. Keep building it up. You got the free stuff, okay? Yeah, got it. Nevertheless, so double up with that one. Why not? 560234. Can we talk Granvia large flowering collection?
Yeah,
please?
so this is another new one that we brought forward for you this morning. These are beautiful. Check out the flowers that you're getting on there, the number of petals that you're getting on each one of those gorgeous colour varieties that are included in there. They come to you as plug plants as well in our mini greenhouses, so these will get to you in the best
Well,
condition.
I'm going to show you that because
Yeah, go for it.
one's got a little coat on it. How sweet's that?
I know. But look at the roots as well. Check
I know,
out
but it
how
just shows how
healthy
well
those
they're
are.
even individually looked after, whatever their needs are, right? Look at the roots on that,
I
though.
know.
That's ready
It's
to go.
raring to get away, honestly. What you will get from here is very attention-grabbing flowers. So they do feel like cottage garden favourites. They're gorgeous, large, intense-looking flowers. They're quite compact. They'll grow to about 50 by 50 centimetres, so not
Wow.
massive, but these are perfect for you to put in the front of borders. They'll work beautifully in pots as well. They'll fill in those gaps in borders, actually. If you've got your planting scheme sorted, but you want to fill in some of the gaps, this would be perfect. You can use these as cut flowers. They're incredibly long-lasting as cut flowers, and you do want to deadhead these to encourage even more of those blooms to come through. May through to September. Yeah, we know this is the sort of normal flowering season for these. These are going to start very, very soon for you once you get these planted into the ground. Definitely want a sunny position. I give it as much sun as you can. It'll probably tolerate a little bit of shade, but I would try and get these in a sunny position as you can. And they're also very wildlife friendly as well. So it ticks a lot of boxes for our summer bedding, this one.
If your basket, and I love giving this example, is at £35, add this in. Because it just tips you over that £40 mark, and you're paying your £6.99 P&P. By putting this in that basket, you'll then get free P&P because you get to 40, and you've also got this in there.
Yeah, get more, pay less.
Yeah, because for an extra £5.39, you're saving £6.99.
Correct.
You can do that if you want to.
You can do that. Play with
You
your
can do that.
baskets.
410524. Just hearing how many of you are already going for the passion flower. The compost is in your baskets as well. I hear the kapow is proving very popular too. We're coming to that in just a second, but the kapow is in stock on this show. But before then, lobelia?
Yeah, I mean, everybody needs to add lobelia into their baskets. Lobelia is used. I always feel bad about calling it. It's a great filler plant because a lot of people use this as a filler. It fills in the gaps in your hanging basket displays. It gives that lovely kind of contrast because you've got the lovely sort of smaller flowers here. So if you're planting it with your petunias and things like that, you get the size contrast. I actually planted lobelia just on its own in pots last year, just full pots
It feels quite
of
unruly,
lobelia,
which I like.
I
Like growing in
loved
different
them.
directions, doing whatever it wants.
As a plant, just in its own right, in pots, honestly, this just flowered its socks off, and it was so beautiful.
Yeah.
So yes, it's wonderful as a filler plant for your baskets, for your pots, as you can even put these into the ground as well. But on its own as a display in a couple of pots, it is gorgeous, gorgeous plant, honestly. And you're getting that mixture of colour included in there as well. You get an abundance of flowers, masses of them. As I said, very versatile. So into your hanging baskets, into your pots, into your window boxes, into your borders. It's an essential plant for your summer gardens. Everybody needs to have lobelia somewhere in their garden. Shades of blues, purples, whites. You've got some sort of single colour. You've got some bi-colours in there. It's just glorious. Sunshine, definitely. Part shade, possibly. Yes, it can deal with a bit of that. Super, super easy to grow. And you're getting garden-ready plants here. So it's 10 garden-ready plants, or double up and get 20. I would go for the 20 for sure, because you get those extra savings.
That looks lovely, doesn't it?
That's exactly what I did. So in a couple of pots, that is really, really beautiful. It's not just a filler. It's a plant, Beautiful plant in its own right as well. Now then, the garden ready means that they come to you in our garden ready trays. These are them. That's the pack of 10. Double up and get pack of 2. Sorry, 2 packs of 10.
Worst double up ever.
God. Get 2 packs
Double
of
up,
10.
you get 2. Not the best offer in the world, I appreciate.
Look at how rooty that is. Check that out. Really gorgeous white fibrous roots on there. And up here we can see that beautiful foliage as well. I can see a few buds starting to appear on there as well. Honestly, within a couple of weeks, you'll have so many flowers. So many of them.
That. So yeah, double up deal, as Bex said, $11.69 in the climate space. Another £4 more for a double it up. 410070. We're just going to nip back to the African daisy. Now, I've got 2 trains of thought in my head right now. One, Stu, who's in charge of this whole setup, just said, oh, people are checking out the baskets now, which is brilliant news. Oh, I wish you could, like, hang on a sec, because we've got loads more to show you. You can put it all in one transaction, of course. Yes and no. I agree and I don't agree. I agree, because obviously you get to that £40 mark and then you've got free P&P and away you go. But if I check out again in an hour and it's a new transaction, I can put that code in again.
Yeah.
And get another 10 free lilies.
5.
Sorry, worth £10.
Yeah, worth, I think it was $7.99.
Was
but
it?
yeah.
Oh, I don't know what I'm
You're
saying.
mixing up last week.
Oh, I am. You know what I mean?
It's fine. So you get, you're going to get 2 lots of the free gift. So it's it's not 1 per customer, it's 1 per order. And that might be why some of our regulars are doing that, because that is an excellent free gift. 5 of those is going to be glorious, but 10 of those is going to be even better,
So if you're
isn't
thinking
it?
like,
so multiple orders, multiple free gifts.
well then, if I'm doing it more than 1 order, maybe I won't get to £40 and £40. So at some point I'll have to pay for P&P.
Yep.
But it's only going to be $6.99. So even for a $6.99 outlay, you're still going to get $7.99 of product.
That's it.
For free. I think you're winning. However, if you happen to get to £40 and £40, it's free P&P, and $7.99, freebie.
Yeah.
So wherever you look at it, you can win. But I don't think it doesn't matter if you check it out again.
No, it really doesn't
But
matter.
use the code. Use the code and then you'll get that free gift.
That's the
Does
rule.
that make sense?
We don't have many rules here, but the rule is, the one rule is...
There's one rule?
Put the offer code in your basket. Double up deal, buy 1, get 1 free, buy 1, get 2 free. Savings on items, free gifts, those are all unlocked by putting in that offer code.
Although, did you watch Eurovision this year?
No, I'm not a Eurovision girl, sorry.
Okay, well there's a song by Windows 95 Man.
Right.
That's called No Rules.
Okay.
And it says there's one rule we live by, and Barney now swears by it. We've got 1 rule, Daddy. What's
There's
that?
no
And he's
rules.
like, no rules. Then I'm like, absolutely right, Barnes. No rules. Now eat your banana for breakfast. Come on, come on.
I was going to say, that's going to bite you
I know.
the bottom later on, isn't it?
There's no rules apart from 1 rule.
But Daddy, you said there's no rules.
You said there's no rules.
I don't need to go to bed now.
Windows 95, man. Nevertheless, we've got to come back here. What an offer this is. 6 of the pots already flowering. Really striking colours, as you just mentioned.
Yeah, those gorgeous glowing ember colours. You know, that when the fire dies down and those embers are just glowing, all those gorgeous
I see
shades.
what you're saying.
This is fantastic underneath our potting shed lights, but I tell you, once you get this outside on a glorious, gorgeous, sunny day, they really are spectacular. I did send Stu some videos. Oh, he's doing it. I sent him some videos of mine from last year, and he's saying, give me 10 seconds, wait.
Come on, Stu.
What
else have you got to do apart from everything?
These in the glorious sunshine, because they are outstanding. I mean, look at the one down there, look. That flower there, look at those gorgeous yellow tips on the edge there and into that darker centre. Honestly, you get so many of these as well. Flower after flower after flower.
Year after year after years.
Miss you, Sean. But keep deadheading these.
Look at
and they will reward you all summer long. Bright sunny spot. They don't even need the best soil, to be perfectly honest with you. They just keep going.
Yeah.
They're incredible.
Oh,
there we go.
There we go.
That is my
fresh off the edit table.
Gorgeous little display from last year. I've done nothing to I did it in a slow-mo. That's the only thing I've done.
This is very professional.
I did a little slow-mo video.
Look, you got the focus like we've got.
I know. See, I got a cameraman husband. You see, he teaches me things.
Ah, hey, you could get him to do like on his big posh camera and that. Imagine.
I know, right?
Is this on your phone?
It is, yeah.
Clever,
Look at how beautiful
now,
they
your
are.
cameraman
though.
husband.
Yes.
Is he for the technology we've got of camera-wise in our phones, or is he against because he's like,
It's doing me out of a job.
Yes, you want all this big, massive stuff. Like, yeah, everyone thinks they can do it, but obviously his skill set is insane. How does he feel about it?
Well, you have to. The thing is, to take a good picture, you have to be able to frame the picture well,
Yeah.
and that's where the skill comes in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an argument for both, isn't it? He sort of embraces some of the technology, and some of it he's like, it's doing me out of a job.
Yeah.
But there's a definite skill to what he does. So.
But when you see those camera guys like at the Olympics and at the football, like running around, like that's
him.
That's Kev.
Yeah.
It's very cool, isn't it?
That's him.
Very cool.
Well, I'm losing him for the whole of the summer, basically, because he's doing Euros in Germany, so he's out at Munich for 5 weeks. He's got 2 weeks at the Olympics, so he's going to Paris. He's got a job in Saudi Arabia for a week, and there's another one.
What is Saudi boxing?
But I don't know what he's doing out there. I never know what he's doing.
And all he does is gets his phone out and just film like anyone could do it.
And he's in Spain for a week as well, so I've lost him for the whole of the summer.
Filming stuff.
No. Anyway, Purple
Skill
Suns.
man. Skill
You're
man.
going to get 6
Yes.
of those. Look at the roots on here. These are absolutely raring to get into your garden. This is going to be the big, big deal of the day, honestly. This is going to be the incredible one. Apparently, we've got a secret pot deal.
Yes. So, you're
I'm not sure we've got the secret pot deal.
This is overtaking that passion flower and the kapow as the most popular item we've already seen. 400953. Thank you so much for joining us this Wednesday. We've got a secret pot deal.
Yeah.
So secret,
We don't even know about it.
that also hasn't made it into the potting shed too. Look at these! I've never seen these before.
Yeah, we've had these
Say
previously.
what?
Okay, and I've got a few of these. In fact, my hostas are planted in the green ones. I'm sure they're all green. So my hostas are currently planted in these. These are our Prisma round planters. They're awesome. They've got this lovely sort of brushed, fade. There it is. That's it's one of my hostas anyway, in front of my aces.
How cute.
Check out the deal that we've got on these though, because it is a buy one, get one, absolutely free. Just £6.99.
So buy two for $5.99 each.
Yeah, that's the web deal.
But
we have a better deal on YGTV.
yeah, because you put one in your basket, and then we give you a freebie, and of course with the promo code you're getting the Rabinas as well. But it looks like you can multi-order, so if I put 3 in, I'll get 6, 4 I'll get 8, 5 and I'll get 10, etc., etc.
Absolutely. I don't think there's any limit on how many of those you want to put in there. So they're going to work out at £3 each when you break that down. So yeah, multi-order those as much as you want. Keep going. It's a great deal.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
How many have we got in yet?
Keep going.
Is it going to stop us at any point?
We get 10.
10.
Right, stop.
So 10, and we're buying 10 free. Look at that. That's a great deal, honestly. UV stabilised, frost resistant, I believe these ones.
So
They've got the
£40
drainage
for
holes in the
10.
bottom.
So that works out at £4 a pot.
Yeah.
Can you go back to that web deal offer that you just showed us when you first brought up this? £4 a pot for 10. There it is. Buy 10, £4. But that's not incorporating the buy one, get one free.
Yeah, you're better value than the website, aren't you?
Double.
Totally.
Or half.
And of
Look
course,
at
you're
it.
getting your free gift when you buy from YGTV.
Yeah. So we coordinate with the website, which ideally we should. But like, by going through the TV, you've got buy one, get one free, which isn't on the website. So it's absolutely $3.99, £4 a pot. But that's not incorporating the 10 you're not paying for. So it's $1.50 a pot for 20.
Amazing.
Maybe you don't want 20. Maybe you want 1. If you only want 1, thank you, mate. Occasionally I do all right. Go for 2 anyway.
Yeah.
Because it's free.
Because it's free.
Doesn't
you
affect
might
your
as well.
P&P. Doesn't affect anything.
No.
Oh,
and
that's
if you want
good.
something to put your osteosperm and purple sun in, then yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Scared me then.
You can order.
Yeah.
You can order just so you get 6 here, right?
6 here. So buy 3 pots, get 3 free, 1 in each. That'd be the perfect size.
I'm getting 6 pots.
That would be the perfect size for each one of these. It'll create a gorgeous full display for that.
Love that, Becky.
Thank you very much, Daniel.
So I get 6.
I should have said Danny, shouldn't I?
Then you gotta. There's only one circle that calls me Danny.
Really?
Yeah, which I don't mind. It's rugby. Sports.
You're Danny in rugby.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. There wasn't even a Dan. It just
happens.
You get Bancroft or you get Danny at rugby. I've never once introduced myself as either. Lads. Nevertheless, Right, 130331. I love that offer. Can we get back to the passion flower,
Yes,
please?
we can, absolutely, because it is it's beautiful, isn't it?
Isn't it? It's a really busy morning this Wednesday morning, isn't it? Super busy. Thank you all for watching on Facebook, on the website. Of course, your comments are coming in as well. You can email in after all. So thank you so much. You can, of course, email me questions, pictures. Philip's in.
Good morning, Philip. Good morning, Roger.
And Roger
nice to see you.
Well,
to sort of see you, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see you, yeah. Wow.
I can see you through that camera.
Oh, we've had a really important question come through. Do we deliver to Northern Ireland?
I'm so sorry. We don't, unfortunately. It's to do with our courier. Apparently, it's to do with Brexit nonsense and all that sort of stuff. So we would like to, and we are definitely working on it. So watch this space. At some point, hopefully, we are going to be able to do that, but it's down to our couriers and the government, is what Stu's telling me at the moment.
Which we've got little control over.
I think we've got a few hoops to jump through, but yes, we are going to try and get that sorted. Once that happens, it's going to be big news. I'll rant and rave about it on my socials and everything. I'm sure we will let everybody know. But yeah, not at the moment. I'm sorry.
Do we deliver? Do you know? And Stu, do you know? Do we deliver to Jersey?
I don't know. Apparently, yes, but there's an extra cost.
Extra free, okay, because it's going over water.
Because obviously it's a bit further.
Because I was in Jersey this weekend and my friends there are getting into their garden.
Ah, get them watching.
And it's amazing, yeah, exactly. I was like, I don't know much, but what you do know by hanging out with you and watching it every time it's on, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday, I'm like, what you need is some compost. Blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, where do I get that from? And I'm like, I think they deliver to Jersey.
Well, yes, there you go. So our postage costs are for mainland UK, and we can go in some other areas for an extra cost, and we're working on Northern Ireland.
I'll pass the details on.
Lovely.
Okay. Any other questions you want? Of course, if it's a good answer, bad answer, whatever, we'll answer. YGTV@yougarden.com. You can say hello, of course.
Yeah, and we want some pictures. Have we had any pictures
yes,
yet,
please.
Stu? Oh, he hasn't checked the email yet, so yeah, please do send us your pictures. I know it's a bit rainy in most areas of the UK
I like the idea of a
this
picture of a rainy garden. I'd love you to just take a picture right now of the garden right now. I think, water butts are filling up. Is that Nicola?
Lovely.
Great shout. I really love how, everything's just exploding. I know we like hot weather, of course we do, because we can be outside in the garden, but it needs the rain.
Well, we had that gorgeous, not so long ago, didn't we? We had a lovely sort of week of beautiful, sunny days. The ground is warming up, and then followed by some rain. It's like the perfect storm for your gardens. It's going to just...
the grass has gone insane, hasn't it? Things that spraying. So if you want everything to be healthy, if there's a time to plant anything and be inspired as quickly as possible, because I know sometimes gardening's a waiting game, it's right now.
Yeah, it's happening.
Really exciting.
Stu's saying he's had some lovely emails. So, Alison, thank you. He's just going to sort them out, and hopefully we'll be able to talk about those and maybe show some pictures as well. But YGTV@yougarden.com. We want to see your gardens, please. We do. Now, passion flower. Here are the details on the screen. £10 off, and away we go. Passion flower Bex. Yeah, is that my new name? Passion flower Bex. Absolutely. I'll take that as a nickname, that's fine. Well, sure, why not? Anyway, 550334, nevertheless, and just have your company just for a second, Bex. I know you've got stuff to do. You've got to unpack some bits and bobs. Yeah, I have, haven't I? The new deliveries. What's staggering, talking about delivery, we saw you the little the greenhouse and things like that, but this being delivered to your door, this is not sitting in the back of your car, on the boot of your car, or on the bus, or on a bike, or carrying it somewhere, being delivered, and this is the results you're going to get. Yeah, totally, and very, very easily as well, because this is robust, it's hardy, it's easy to grow. You just need something for it to climb up. It's it's quite a vigorous climber. It'll grow relatively quickly. It can get meters and meters in height. Okay. We are talking. I mean, I don't know. It says 10 metres on our website. That's quite fascinating. It will cover. I mean, it will cover. You're never going to go directly up, though, are you? Oh, you're climbing it over things, so over pergolas and archways and over fences and those sorts of things. So if I live on the third storey, don't worry about it. Get planted. You'll enjoy it in a couple of years. You can prune it back as well. So this can get pruned back to sort of maintain size on it. So even though it's quite vigorous, don't worry about that. You can prune it back. But the amount of flowers that you get on a passion passion flower plant is absolutely incredible. The first time I saw a passion flower, I was totally mesmerised. I was with my kids. I mean, I'd probably seen it before, but not paid much attention.
Yeah.
I was walking with my kids, and they were little at the time, and even they were like, "Wow, look at this flower, Mummy!" Because it is so intricate, it's so beautiful, it looks incredibly exotic, and it's really, really interesting. The centre of that multi-layered, you know, shape, the colours, everything that's going on with it. You get up close to it and you can't stop looking at it. It's not just a pretty flower, it is a mesmerising flower. So many of them as well, as I say, and it's just super easy to grow. Just give it something to climb up. Put it in a sunny spot. It does keep its leaves over the winter. It's not one that completely loses everything, so it's a bit of an evergreen nature to it, but it flowers during the summer. You can see it's in bloom right now. Once you plant this, it's going to get going. And actually you get, so there's a couple up here, but as the tendrils go out to the side, you get flower, 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 flower. There's loads of them.
Flower, flower, flower.
Flower, flower, flower.
The composition, like the construction of that is crazy, isn't it?
It looks alien, doesn't it? Like you said, it looks like an alien flower.
Yeah, it feels unnecessary, but I think everything's necessary. And then the colours going alongside, like it's absolutely crazy. How beautiful. Again, it's a showstopper for your garden, isn't it?
Very wildlife friendly too.
Beautiful. Okay, and it's only $8.99. Discount
price.
club price only $8.99. 550334. Right, a little bit of recap for you right now. The couple of item numbers and bits and bobs, and we've got even more to show you. The brand new arrivals in the potting shed are ready to go. So, where should we start, Stu? Oh, with the Acer. Why not? Okay, here comes
my fave.
my Acer. Here we go. Bex loves a bit of moonshine, but that's enough about her. This is the Moon Rise 510558. That beautiful Acer in a pot in the ground for under £20. RRP should be nearer 30. Use the promo code of all of these items. It's on the screen nearly all the time. YGTV 2124, and you will get Sky Lilies of the Rabina variety, worth $7.99 for free. Your Acer 510558.
No, your Acer.
No, your Acer. We'll continue on. The Osteospermum. Here we go. Purple Sun. That colour combination. Proper sweets, isn't it? Like candies. That purple going into the yellow and the burnt orange is absolutely divine. Proper sunsetty on a like tropical island, isn't it? $16.98. Club price $15.28, and you're getting 6 pots. Not 6 flowers, 6 pots. Here's your item number, 400953. If you're going for this item and you're wondering what to pot them into, you saw those green pots on the show, buy one, get one free, the Prismas. That's the kind of size we're talking about. You can get those exact pots on YouGarden TV, buy one, get one free. But these, the Purple Sun, is 400953. Let's talk GMs. The orange pumpkin variety, which, quite right, as Bex was saying, actually the next 2 or 3 are all those purples and oranges. Perfect for this time of year, aren't they? 561211 is your item number. 3 lots here. Again, better than 50% off. Even with this purchase, every single purchase, no matter the price, no matter the P&P, you will get that free gift as well. Obviously, if you get your P&P to £40 or over, that will activate free P&P. Your item number for your GMs is 561211. Delphiniums. The big, tall, purple one has a double up deal available. You saw in the studio how the green shoots are starting to come through. Then one growing on a little bit more, so already yours could well be flowering when it arrives to you. Double up deal means if you're buying double the amount, you're not paying double, you got the second one half price. 560237, your item number there. Granvia. This was that large, beautiful flower with just the most petals ever. And what a price point. $5.39. You could only buy this, friends, for $5.39 because you're going to be in the club price. And then by putting the code in YGTV 2124, you'll get that free gift worth $7.99, covering the cost of your postage value-wise. If you'd like to get all 3 of these through the 3 colours, 401524. And then the trail away. Trail away, trail away, trail away. Who was that? Enya. Yeah. Was he?
Saturday mornings was our, you've got to get up and clean the house day. And to get me and my sister out of bed, my dad would put Enya on full blast on the stereo.
Which song?
All of those.
What others did you do?
I can't remember. There was an album back in the,
what was the
whatever
one?
it was, early 90s.
I mean, I should be talking about what we're seeing on screen, but let's talk Enya. Who sung that one's like, I love you, always,
Forever, near or far,
closer together, everywhere.
I don't know.
Was that Enya?
No.
Stu, you know music. Is that music?
I'll find it. I'll find it. You carry on, I'll find it.
Okay, I know you've got music playing right now, but how off-putting is that, me singing over the top of this? Anyway, 410-070. It's worth saying, yeah, I can't hear the music that you're hearing at home. So for me, I'm dead tuneful. Found it! Who is it?
Donna Lewis?
Donna Lewis?
I don't recognise that, but
Huey's
yeah, apparently.
cousin.
Donna Lewis.
Okay.
There you go.
How did you find it?
I just typed in I love you, always, forever
Great.
in Google, and it came up.
The internet, friends. What a world. 410-070 for the lobelia trail away. 10 garden-ready plants or double up. And that means you put the quantity of 2 in and you will get sent 20 for $16.99. There will be a discount price on there as well by being in the... Oh gosh, that was close. Where are we going?
In the middle, we're going to do some emails,
Thank
apparently.
you. Thank you for listening.
We're going to speak to our lovely viewers who have sent us some gorgeous emails. Hopefully we've got some pictures to look at as well.
Who's up
Everyone's
first?
loving the passion flower right now, though. Apparently this is the hot deal of the show. There was me thinking it was going to be the osteospermums, who I think are in a close second, but it's all about the passion flower.
I'm looking forward to going to Kapow.
Kapow! Yes, that's quite interesting.
That's
There's a few
coming up in
coming up on this table, actually.
Yeah,
They're
all
interesting.
fresh in. Right, Alison has been in touch. Good morning, Alison.
Morning. Alison does a lot of orders because she's had
Okay.
a lot of free gifts.
Oh,
apparently.
okay, bravo, Alison.
Ah, these are all the Sarah Bernhardt, the peonies. Oh, wow. They are coming along
peonies,
really
wow,
nicely.
yeah, beautiful.
So those were all the bare roots that we did. God, that was a while ago now. We were doing Sarah Bernhardt peony. But they were bare roots.
Yeah.
So literally just plant it underground and look at what she's got now.
Are they all stretched up?
They look like they're all strotched up. That looks brilliant. And I think those are the pots that we've got on the... Those are the purple prismas. I don't think we got the purple. We got the green
so we got the
one
green
today.
equivalent, but they were the purple
But that's
ones.
the purple version of the prismas.
I like those blue, purple flowers in the background as well. They
Those look like our bowls mauve. They are. They're bowls mauve in the background.
Alison, thank you so much for sharing those. Oh, she loves the pots, to be fair.
The Serrata, this is the Euphoria Pink that we were doing. This one is absolutely beautiful, lovely, variegated leaves, and the flowers are incredible on those.
You know
Love
what?
that.
We love to garden because, of like, amongst many things, the colour. Getting colourful pots just heightens all of that, doesn't it?
It really does, yeah.
Divine.
And if you get the right contrast and the right mix, it does work really beautifully.
That's perfect.
Like I love that green prisma with my lush kind of green hostas.
Green's a great colour because obviously all the foliage. Like green
Yeah.
just highlights everything.
Sometimes
so
you want to
they're
go for an
not
opposing colour so that it
Yeah,
really
yeah.
makes it stand out. There's lots of things you can do.
Absolutely. Alison, thank you ever so
Thank
much.
you.
Neil's also been in touch this morning. We're live this Wednesday morning. He's showing off his latest order.
Oh, fabulous. He's got Nepeta there. Yeah, so Neil, you've got a cat, haven't you? Is it Rocky? And I can't quite tell what the other two are. But yes, looking good, Neil. Let us know. Plant them
It's
out.
a very clear...
Oh, he's got his alliums. Well done. Well done.
Why has he got so many bins?
We've all got millions of bins now, haven't we? I've got 4 bins now. Oh, he's got his plant food and, the freesia bulbs as well. Get them planted. Yeah, you'll get some lovely displays from those.
Love that, Neil. Oh,
Lovely
hosta.
hosta. Very nice hosta as well. Love it. And he's got his ceanothus.
How sweet is that?
Yeah, it's beautiful. We do have ceanothus on the show. Again, it's sort of hot off the press because we don't have it in the potting shed at the moment. But
That's a lovely place to sit as well, right next to there, isn't it?
if you want to get hold of your ceanothus, we do have that. It's in the show. That is not a fatsia. That is gorgeous flower comes off it. It is
Go on, Bex.
lupin. That's the one.
Yeah?
Thank you. Yes, absolutely beautiful. Yeah,
Neil,
you can
I
really
s-
tell from that foliage.
I see, Neil, you've got some solar-powered lights I saw next to that as well.
It loves the solar powered
Sims.
lights, apparently. Yeah, they look
Fair
really
play.
pretty.
Love that.
Really pretty. Thank you for sending those in.
Yeah, thank you ever so much. Keep your emails coming in, of course, ygtv@yougarden.com. Or, of course, where I comment on the Facebook feed as well. You can comment there and just say hi. Why not?
Yeah, of course. We'll just give you a little shout out. Say hello. It's nice to know that you're there, you know. It's lovely for us to hear that in our ears.
Adam's back in stock.
Hello, Adam. Are you okay? Oh, it's my brother in clay soil, absolutely.
And what?
My brother in clay soil.
Clay soil. I thought it said close oil.
I was always complaining about my clay soil.
Yeah.
Because it's just really hard to dig into. And Sean was always telling me off because he's like, it's incredibly nutrient rich. It's great. I was like, yes, but I gave myself tennis elbow trying to dig something out once because it's absolutely solid. Yeah. And Adam, obviously, he does sympathise. But there are certain things you can grow very well in clay soil.
My brother in clay soil.
My brother in clay soil.
I feel you, brother. Thank you, Adam. Love to see you. Right, pink avalanche.
Yes, pink avalanche. You are getting 3 of these, right? Yes, it is. Pack of 3 of these, the Parahebes is how I pronounce it anyway. Gorgeous 2-tone blooms that you're going to get on these flowers here. They really are quite stunning. They sort of change tone with age as well. It's another one that sort of opens in succession. So as you can see from that picture there, you've got some that are tight buds, some that are opening up. I love a plant that does that because it just gives that extra interest. They emerge pink and they age to white, and you get both of those at the same time on the plant. Flowering right the way through from sort of May time through to September is their normal flowering time. They want a sunny position, but they can cope with a slightly shadier position. Part shade would be great. They're winter hardy, so these have our lifetime guarantee included with them. But they're nice and neat. They're sort of tidy, well-behaved plants. You've got lovely, lush, verdant foliage on there, and it sort of erupts with these beautiful spikes of flowers that have that colour changing aspect to them.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
Lovely interest when you get that colour change going on. They are compact enough to go into pots, so a bit like the osteospermum. These are going to get to about maybe 50 centimetres high, 50 centimetres spread, so 3 of these.
So are green pots?
Yeah, absolutely. They will go great in those green pots, yeah. So they can go into pots. They will thrive in your beds and borders as well. All you need to do, you know, as we have to during the summer months, is a little bit of deadheading. That will really encourage those beautiful flowers to come through. But this one is a new one for 2024. They've all got these little badges on our website. New this season. This one is new this season. So it might be something that you haven't actually got in your garden yet. Now's the time to get it.
And you get 3, 13, 47 your club price. There we go. That is all things avalanche.
Should we have a little look? I haven't taken any of these out, but there's some roots. There's some roots coming out the bottom of there. So let's have a little look and see. There we go. Yeah, loads of roots going on in there. Look, they're gonna come out of the bottom of their look as well. So nice, strong root structure going on. There's not loads of compost falling away as I pulled that out of the pot. That means it is ready to go into your garden. So you can plant these out with confidence right now.
Ta-da! 511 564. Right. Kapow!
Kapow! We're not going to be able to stop doing that, are we?
Kapow! What a cool name, though, right?
Awesome
what is about you? This is one of the first items, even before we showed you, that you got on the show page on YouGarden.com and started ordering. You were waiting for it and ready to go. Here we go. Discounted price as well, better than 50% off. What do we need to know about kapow?
Well, it's ornamental and it's edible. You're going to get flowers, you're going to get fruits on here. It is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, it's evergreen as well. This is another one that's new this season. It's related to myrtle, so you've got these lovely deep green leaves. They're actually quite aromatic when you crush those leaves as well. You get these lovely sort of pink and white bell-shaped flowers that appear on here.
At those.
They have this beautiful sweet fragrance that pollinators adore. Then you get this deep red fruit that appears in autumn. It has a beautiful smell to it. They are edible, but resist picking until they are fully ripe. You want to wait, sort of probably into October, maybe even into November before you pick those. What this plant gives you is beautiful sort of year-round seasonal interest because you've got the evergreen nature, because you've got those beautiful flowers that are followed by those fruits. It's winter hardy, so again, another one with our lifetime guarantee. It's gorgeously scented, so it's not just a feast for the eyes,
Yep.
it's a feast for your nostrils as well. It's a nostril feast, which is going to be my new tagline, apparently. And they do want a beautiful, sunny spot.
There must be a play on words with that somewhere.
So the reason is I was doing a little video with Stu, because we do those after we've done our live shows. We do these videos and things. We're on TikTok and we create videos for content on the website. And I just threw out this line that it'll be a nostril feast. You know when you hadn't really thought about what you're saying, but you present and it just comes out. And Stu's kept it in the video, so it's a nostril feast.
A nostril, it made the cut.
It's made the cut.
That can be your thing. If it has to be.
Meh. Look, we're live, we're unscripted. Some things just come out.
This is the way we get up, but you're completely right. It's a perfect description, isn't it?
It's a nostril feast.
It's a nostril feast. And a feast, I think you can eat them as well. So
yeah,
there
it's
you go.
ornamental, it's edible, it's year-round, it's evergreen, it's easy to grow. Just wants a good sunny position.
511 562. Absolutely divine. Just to say, you know on Neil's picture with his wheelie bins?
Yeah.
You've got 4, right?
Yeah.
For the first time, I got a tag left on my wheelie bin by our friends, the bin men.
Oh.
And it was like a paper plastic mix, the tag was.
Yeah.
And it was on the recycling grey bin.
Yeah.
And it was like, oops, some bits should have been in the paper, the whole paper cardboard one.
Yeah.
Apparently, I hadn't quite
separated it.
because some paper and card can't go in the paper and card. So it's fine, I'll try harder. But that thing they wrapped on, I don't think could be recycled. Because it's like plasticky. So I'm like, what bin does this go in?
I should ask them next time. Excuse me, where do I
What
put
bin
this
should
one?
this go in?
Be there waiting next
We're
time.
trying to recycle, yet they've just printed off all these things that can't be recycled.
Yeah, I saw my neighbour had got a little tag on their bin as well. I was like, oh,
yeah, like
no.
a yellow bin, like got.
Oh.
It does need to be weatherproof, it's tricky. And the more bins, like, wheelie bins aren't recyclable, right?
They must be.
Do you think?
But they're good plastic, aren't they? Because you have them for years. It's like a heavy-duty pot, isn't it?
Yeah,
there's good
true.
plastic, there's bad plastic.
But imagine if, like, we all had to recycle, like, throw them away. Where are they going?
That would be a nightmare.
Every single house gets more, every single home in the country gets another wheelie bin.
I've got 4 wheelie bins now. I mean, it was bad enough with 3. Finding space for 4 of them as well.
Yeah.
And also, my job is not putting the bins out. It's his job.
Right.
You know how some things just happen that way. So he puts the bins out, but then
Well, if you don't do them, yes.
that's the way it works. So he went away, and I was supposed to put the recycling out.
never went out.
And I forgot. But that meant that recycling bin didn't get, because they don't come for another, so it's a month basically.
Yeah.
And we're a family of 4, so I then got boxes in the garage because the wheelie bin was full. I got 3 big boxes in the garage because we had to wait for the next one to come.
Has the next one come around
nightmare.
yet? Are we still
yes,
waiting?
unfortunately they took it all because we were a bit worried that
Did
they
you leave the
wouldn't.
boxes out?
We left the boxes, and
great.
because they apparently won't take those, but they did on this occasion. So
I know they work very
there's
hard.
my wheelie bin fiasco. So.
It's quite a nice job. I think I'd quite like to be a binman.
Do you?
Yeah.
A refuse collector, I think, is the
A refuse
politically
collector.
correct term.
Because you get to be outdoors, which is lovely.
In the rain and snow.
Yeah, but you get a jacket, you get kit.
Yeah, why not?
Knockabout, you get to drive around in that massive
Well,
truck.
I'll tell you what, if we don't carry on
when
our
this all
jobs
falls
here,
apart, which it will, that's the first thing I'm going for.
it will if we carry on like this.
Not YouGarden, this will be here forever.
This will be here forever.
I mean, Crate and Craft. I'm joking.
He's joking.
I'm joking. I mean, I don't know anything.
Anyway, tell us your bin sagas. Well, we'll carry on talking to you about the plants.
Kapow, 511 562. Now, I know we're meant to be moving on,
Stu's taking up
but
a
Stu's now saying that his bin lorry has a name.
Right. They all have
They
names,
all have names, do they?
apparently.
Who names them? Oh. Now, Stu, who names these bins, lorries? The council name their bin lorries.
Okay.
And Stu, what's yours called? Bindiana Jones. Mission Bin Possible is
Why
another.
Indiana Jones?
Bindiana Jones.
Oh, Bindiana Jones. Oh, sorry.
Binny Jones.
Binny Jones.
Who?
Lamborghini for the green race.
Lamborghini's my favourite. That's really
I'm
clever.
totally going to go and check out the names on the bins now.
Marcus Trashford.
He's a footballer, right?
Yeah, he hasn't made the England squad for the World Cup or the Euros, whichever it is. So there's how controversial.
Can we get back to the plants now? You
If
two,
you want.
stop.
If you want. Kapow! 511
Kapow!
562. If you knew that your bin lorry is named, what is it? I did not know.
I didn't know. I'm going to go find out.
It's a bit like, what's his called? What's his mate who has the lorries that names them? Stobart, Eddie Stobart.
Eddie Stobart.
They're all cool stuff, aren't they? Yeah? You want to move on?
Yeah, I want to move on. I'm done now.
I have a conversation on my own. You're not joining in. You want to get
I
back
joined in.
Yeah, I did join.
Come
I am
on.
fun. I am fun. Weigela, please.
Yes, Weigela. This is a stunning plant at the moment. Every month there's one that really just stands out. Forsythia in February. It's recently been the Ceanothus, hasn't it? It's Weigela right now, and there's varieties. There's various different
We've got more than one on the
Weigelas
show,
available. Right? Yeah, we've got the standard over there. There's various varieties of the Weigela, and this one is the all-summer peach. 7 months worth of colour you're going to get from this one. It really is prolific when it comes to flowering. Some Weigelas, they flower for a short period of time, they're done, they've got the gorgeous foliage, but they're done with the flowers. This one is going to keep going for you. Starts around April and it keeps going right the way through to October. Lovely pink-tipped peach blooms that open up from these sort of deep, sort of carmine coloured buds on there. It's totally hardy. It is completely low maintenance as well. All you're going to do is trim after the flowering. You trim by about 1/3. That's going to encourage new growth that flowers next season. So sometimes we prune in summer, sometimes spring, sometimes we prune in autumn. This one is after flowering, so do this one in autumn so you've got a little bit of growth and then it'll flower for you next season. But yeah, sunny spot. You could grow it in pots if you want to because it's relatively compact. We're talking maybe 1 metre by 1 metre once it really gets to its full size. So in a large pot on a patio somewhere, that's going to look gorgeous. But it's also a beautiful one if you've got a nice gap in a sunny border somewhere. It has a really nice sort of growth to it as well. It kind of meanders a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Should be £20, £13.49 by watching on the telly. 541-271, £13.49 is that discount club price, of course. That, with the Weigela, actually teamed up with the next one, the Purple Eye, because you can just see it straying into shot. The sort of height of them and the size of the flower,
currently,
I think these look really prettily together, don't they?
I agree with you, actually. If you had that planted in a border, you could put your Purple Eye in there as well. The Purple Eye will reach about 50 centimetres in height. You've got that lovely kind of grass... Oh, sorry.
Stu.
We're still on the Weigela.
Stu,
stop looking at the emails. We're on the Purple Eye.
I know you're doing everything.
He is doing everything, bless him.
Also,
he's trying to sort out pictures and emails. Come over.
What do you think about Bin Kardashian?
I like that one.
Yeah?
You've just been standing thinking about that, haven't you?
What could it be?
What could another bin name be?
What could it be?
Bin Kardashian. I don't think she'd like that very much, would she?
She might. Apparently she's a really nice lady.
Probably.
Probably. No, I won't call her a bin. But...
Oh, that one. Hello.
Hi, Kim.
Let's move on to the Purple Eye then, now that we're here.
Really
it is a double up deal that you can get on here. So you can get one on here or you can double up and get 2 of these. As I say, they're going to reach about 50 centimetres height, 50 centimetre spread. Lovely kind of grassy foliage that happens there. And then up on the top of these lovely straight stems, it's kind of delicate looking star-like sort of pinky coloured flowers on there. It can flower as early as April and it will keep going through to September as well, so a really nice long flowering season. It has the Royal Horticultural Society Award of Garden Merit as well, so this is a total proven performer. It's met all of those standards, the strict criteria that the RHS put on these to give them that Award of Garden Merit. It has reached it. It is semi-evergreen, so it really depends on where you are, to be perfectly honest. Clump forming though, perennial, so you can divide these clumps up, you know, it's probably going to be every 2 to 3 years you'll get a decent clump size and then you can sort of cut through them and spread those around your gardens. They'll work beautifully in a pot as well as in your borders, although actually borders is probably going to be a bit tricky because it does need a little bit of protection.
Okay.
So, let me rewind a little bit on that one. Okay. I would suggest in pots is the best thing to do because obviously needing that extra bit of winter protection, it's just easier to be able to move them.
Yep,
if you want to put them out into borders, you can look after them.
Depends what the position of your border is.
Depends the position of the border, where you are in the country. A bit of strelch and stuff like that might help to keep them protected. You can dig things up and put them into pots in order to protect them over the winter, but you've got options there, basically, is what I'm saying, to do whatever you want to. Yeah, they're not fully hardy, so they just need a bit of protection, but they will come back for you if you give them that.
Now then, you can see we've got 2 down there. You get 1 for £8.99, but the red box is in place, so it is a double up deal, meaning 2 for £14.98, and then a club discount on top of there, so around about £13.49 for 2. And again, the structure of it.
Yeah, it's that
really
I've been able
pretty.
to smell.
Is it?
Actually, there's been something
You were full nostril feasting earlier, weren't you?
Nostril feasting. There's been something in the potting shed, and I keep thinking, what is it? And it's this. Yeah, it's quite a delicate smell, but it is lovely. There's a definite scent to it.
Yes, there is.
Obviously, that's going to help bring pollinators into your garden as well, wildlife friendly. You can even use these as cut flowers. Imagine that as this grows, you could use these as some cut flowers to bring in and mix into your cut flower displays too.
561285. Double up deals available for you. Don't forget, YGTV2124 is that code to get you doubling up, for example, buy one get one free, for example, and the free gift of skyscraper lilies. 5 of them, £7.99. You write your number here for your purple eye, 561285, in a 9cm pot, and you can double up if you want to. Now, we want to give this more time and more justice, because a lot of you are after it, but we didn't get to spend as much time as we'd wanted to do. And if you're wondering about the quality of what's delivered to your door,
look no further.
Look at these.
Yeah, check out those roots.
They are ready, aren't they?
Look at the size of those.
Crikey.
These are our jumbo plugs, okay? So these have been grown on just that little bit more. Nice, large jumbo plugs for you. You can plant these out. These are not going to be an issue for you. These are sort of dense flowering perennials. So we've got the osteospermum and purple sun over there, mostly treated as annuals, but you can look after them over the winter and get them to come back. These are different. These are winter hardy osteospermums. So you can plant these out and you don't need to give them that extra winter protection. I always recommend stretching and mulching and all that sort of stuff. I think it's a good habit for us to get into, but these do have our winter hardy badge of approval. What you get from osteospermum are gorgeous, compact, weed suppressing carpets, because you get that compact foliage. If you've got a plant in where you've got a gap, you're going to stop those weeds from growing through. And what better to put into a gap than something that's going to free flower for you for ages over the summer months. These will start, I mean, normally they're going to start around June time and they're going to go right the way through the summer, right the way probably into October, up to the first frosts, and then the flowers will start to die down there. Make sure you deadhead, just like I was suggesting with the osteospermum purple sun. It is going to benefit you. You'll get the rewards. If you deadhead, it will keep flowering. All a plant wants to do is set seed. If it sets seeds, it gives up flowering, because it's like, my job is done now. I don't need to flower anymore. So frustrate the plant, keep cutting those flowers away, and it will reward you with giving you more and more of them. Like I said, with my osteospermum purple sun, I dug them up, put them in a pot, left them there for weeks on end. They kept flowering. They weren't even in the ground.
Let me grab one just to give you an idea what we're talking about.
And they just kept going. They are so ridiculously easy, and they just want to keep going. I mean, mixing those in, beautiful. Why not? You don't have to go for one or the other. Both of these will work perfectly. Just remember that your purple sun needs a bit of extra winter protection.
I'm with you.
This is your hardy collection that doesn't need that.
And we can double up, Bex.
Yeah.
So for 5 or more, you're going to get 6 more.
Absolutely, and these will spread further as well, by the way. So about the same height, so 30 centimetres height as the purple sun, but they will spread by, I mean, anywhere between 30 and 90 centimetres, to be honest with you. And this is what I'm talking about with getting that carpet of colour. Nice sunny spot, something reliable, hardy, easy to grow. Osteospermum's your winner. 480991. We're going to continue on. Thank you so much for ordering, by the way. If you want to order on the phone lines, you're more than welcome to make a phone call if you want to. Most people, you see it's on the bottom of the screen, the phone number. If most people go on the website, of course, however you order phone web, you can still use a code, right? Yeah.
YGTV2124 to get hold of this as a free gift. Maybe that's the first thing you tell the operator so you don't forget. Also works both ways around. There we go. So you're going to get 5?
5 of them, yeah. So these are our tree lilies. These are the skyscraper lilies, and these are incredible because over time, what will happen with these is they will reach 6 feet in height. Maybe not first year, maybe 4 feet in the first year, but you get multiple flowers at the top of these as well. They're gorgeously scented and they come back for you year after year. Obviously they'll get better in subsequent years too. So that's when you get the 6 feet in height and loads of flowers on there. They are beautiful, they are stunning, they're definite head turners. And this is the Rabina that we've got here, that beautiful silky coloured pink there.
You don't need the item number, you just need the code at the bottom, YGTV 2124. And let's not forget, if you can get your basket to £40 or over, you will get free P&P. Righty, let's crack straight on with another. We had one last week, but not this variety.
No, not this variety. Now, our lovely Craig, who gets all of these plants off the floor out there. Off the floor. That sounded horrible.
Off the floor. Pick that up, Craig. That's what she says.
I mean the nursery floor. Sounds a bit better. I just picked it up off the floor.
Just got this.
He picks all of these for us and brings them in. He brought this in from the nursery bed this morning, and he pointed out to me, this is how they all look right now. They are absolutely stunning, covered in these beautiful flowers, and this is why we love rhododendrons, because they're some of the showiest flowers. They definitely scream, look at me, when they are in flower. Because, I mean, the size of them is incredible. Big heads of flowers on there. Beautiful pink shade that we're getting on there as well. They can get nice and big if you let them. They take a while to grow. They're not bullies. They do take a bit of time, but this can get to a metre, even more in height. It can spread by that much as well. Rich, dark, evergreen, glossy foliage on there. I love how the older foliage is a darker green. The newer foliage is this lovely lime green colour as well. So you get a nice sort of colour changing aspect there as well. Every May, June, you're going to get these beautiful flowers on here. Incredibly wildlife friendly too. We were looking at the other one out on the nursery floor the other day, and it was incredible how many bees were in there, honestly.
Beautiful.
They adore these plants. Winter hardy, they like a bit of a dappled shade position if you can give them that. I generally find with rhododendrons, they don't like the massive heat of the day. So sunshine morning, sunshine evening, if you can put them in a shady spot for the midday, then that seems to work really, really well. But they're definitely eye-catching. They're definitely a focal point.
Well, you know what? Maybe it's a gift to someone, because obviously it's lovely to give someone bulbs to put in the ground and things like that. But if you want an immediate hit of satisfaction and gratitude, rhododendron is where you go. 511094, because it'll be delivered like this, and you can take it to someone else. Maybe you're going to order just this and get us to deliver it to them. Whatever address you give us.
Do that, actually.
Exactly, you can do that. 511094.
One quick point, you just need some ericaceous compost for this. It's an important one. If you've got acid soil in your gardens already, if you've got rhododendrons, azaleas, you can grow blueberries and they look healthy and they look beautiful. You've got acid soil, you can grow them. If you don't have acid soil in your garden, best thing to do is probably grow it in a pot in ericaceous compost. Another tip there would be not to use your tap water, because that will change the pH levels of the soil. So collect all the rainwater and use that to water these with. That's what I'm trying to do with my blueberries. I don't have ericaceous soil, so they're in pots. Every time I go round and I've got the hose, I'm like, no, don't do those. It should be rainwater, because it changes the pH levels.
If only it was raining.
I know, right? Darn.
We're in luck. You know where we haven't been today?
Where haven't we been? Oh, compost.
Hazel's garden.
Oh. And Hazel's garden.
And we haven't been to the compost either, to be fair. Hazel sent us these pictures on ygtv@yougarden.com, bottom of the screen. Love that different height and dimension. Look at those leaves on the left.
Hostas on the left. We've got geranium roseannes in there. There's an allium up at the back. I think those might be some weigelas at the back there as well. Karen, what is that? Hang on. Darn it, I've forgotten the name of it. No, it looks like the wedding cake tree.
All right.
Is it the viburnum? Is it the viburnum Kilimanjaro? Hang on, I'm coming round to get a closer look.
Thank you, Karen, for this.
Oh,
That's
I don't
big,
know,
isn't
actually.
it?
No, it's not. It looks like little blueberry flowers. Is it a blueberry? It could be a blueberry.
You think?
I don't know. I want to know. Karen, tell me what it is.
Look, thank you for the picture, Karen.
Stu, are you talking to us?
No,
Okay.
he's just been quiet.
Oh, he was reading the email, see if there's anything else. Karen, let me know.
Right,
Why are you
Karen.
annoyed with Karen, Stu?
Stu's annoyed. Are you looking at a greenhouse, Stu?
Oh, there's no pictures of the inside of a greenhouse. Stu does like to see what's in the greenhouse. So, yeah, we'd like an update.
Look, I want to be there.
We saw this picture before, didn't we? She sent us this gorgeous picture, and that is just
That
such an
Acer in the
inviting
back.
table to go and sit at.
Imagine a coffee there.
Yeah, that'd be lovely. Those lovely raised borders she's got around the edge there. Lovely sort of decoration she's got on the fence panels. Little pots just around the patio bit.
Bit of cake.
Oh,
Bit of cake on that table.
are those strawberries?
Are they?
There's definitely strawberries in there, and looking good.
It's really...
Lily's
really
growing. Got the water
organised,
butts
isn't it?
going on in the background there. You're on it, Karen.
They're large
What
water
else did
butts.
Karen? Oh, sorry, Hazel. Apologies. What else did Hazel get this week? 24. Oh my
wow.
word! 24 orders of fuchsia. The crazy fuchsia deal that we did just a few weeks ago. Those have arrived. So you've ordered, because it was a pack of 6, wasn't it? So you've ordered 4 lots of that.
Why not, Hazel?
Where are you going to plant them, Hazel? Pots? Are they going into the gaps in any... I didn't see any gaps in your borders, but are they going into the borders anywhere? Where are you going to put those?
Love all of those. Hazel, Karen, thank you all so much. Elaine's also been in touch. Here we go, Elaine.
Very nice. Look, heavy-duty pots. She's also got the other black ones that we did, the Tuscanies. I've got loads of those. That's what all my dahlias are planted in. Geranium storm clouds coming up.
That was a few weeks ago, wasn't it?
It'll be that'll be like why does my brain go blank?
What?
It's that lovely
Hosier?
It's where they give up the flowers over the summer, but then they come back through the winter. You know, that plant. I'll remember. It'll come back to me. That looks like a peony. That looks like a beautiful peony coming up there. That looks. I mean, look at all those flowers on there.
Isn't it?
I don't think it's a Bowles mauve down the right. That looks like some kind of geranium or something. Oh, look at that.
Here we go.
Lovely heavy-duty pot, lovely climber going on up there
That's on its way, isn't it?
More geraniums down the front.
Now then,
Adam's been in touch.
your clay brother.
My clay brother. Oh, he's got his passion flower. That's last year's passion flower, apparently.
Adam, so if you want your passion flower, we'll come back to it just to say live, but what else did Adam get? Passion fruit!
Yeah, those are the fruits that appear on there. That's incredible. Look at that.
That looks massive.
Yeah, the birds really like those, apparently, so...
Well, okay,
Amazing.
Adam, thank you, Hazel, Elaine, thank you, Karen, thank you, everyone, for emailing in your pictures. We'd love to see even more.
I love it. I love trying to guess the plants as well.
Yes, we do. It's the most frustrating thing for you.
It's the most frustrating thing when I can't remember the names of them.
There's a lot of
But I
names.
like
I'll
it.
let you
It's a fun game.
So, nearly every single person has popped a passion flower, at least one. You could go for 2, you could go for 3, go for whatever you want. It is half price. So if you want to go for that, let's go with 550-334. How striking is this?
Yeah, it really is quite a attention-grabbing flower. You know, when it comes to climbing plants, there's loads of them and they are beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, I've got the jasmine, I've got the wisteria, which is just opening up. Actually, all this water, hoping that's going to have opened all those up. And they are stunning, but this, I think, has incredible interest. When you look at the multiple layers that you're looking at here, yeah, it does look like it's closing a little bit, doesn't it? But the multiple layers that you've got inside that flower, it's just stunning. It's beautiful. It's exotic looking, but it is so easy to grow. Winter hardy, quite vigorous grower. It'll cover, because it can grow meters. So if you want to cover a big pergola, or you've got an archway to cover, or a fence you want to cover up, or a shed that looks a bit ugly, this is going to do absolute wonders. And you get loads of passion flowers on there as well. They sort of line up across the, you know, the growth that you get. You get rows of flowers that appear on here, and it does flower for a long time as well, all the way through the summer months. Super easy to look after as well. Little bit of trimming just to maintain the size on there. As we saw from Adam's picture, you get the fruits that appear after the flowers as well. Birds love to feast on these. I do believe they're edible, but they're not very tasty, so leave them for the birds. So let them do it. Little bit of pruning in spring, that'll help you to maintain the size. If there has been any frost damage, you can prune that away, but it's winter hardy, so and because it's quite vigorous in growth, it'll happily just spring back to life for you again. It's gorgeous.
Is divine. You can see there's obviously multiple flowers
Yeah, look
on
at
their
those.
way. And you mentioned about the little growing.
Yeah, the little tendrils. So it's quite it's an awesome climber because it will just grab hold of. It's a bit like my sweet peas keep trying to grab hold of each other at the moment. I've had to separate the
break
tower.
it up, guys. Break it up.
I've had to break up the tower pot. I've got 2 tower pots and I put them next to each other and they're trying to grab hold of each other.
Friend.
So, but a bit like those. These have those tendrils on, so it'll just grab hold of. It doesn't need any extra help from you. It can climb itself.
Really cool, isn't it? The most popular item on the website at the Mo 550334. Normally, it's the compost, and we're going to go there right now. But if you want to go for your passion flower too and get hold of yours, 550334. Why is the compost the best-selling item? Why is it the one that goes into every single person's basket? Bex, why is it the one that most people reorder? These are all incredible things, all completely true as well.
They really are. Over the years that we've been bringing this compost, and it has been... I mean, we must be getting close to 20 years of actually bringing this compost to, normal people like you and me. This is the one that people get results from, and this is why it is repeat ordered constantly. It's packed with amazing ingredients, and this is why people see results from this.
Yep.
Once you've tried this compost, you're not going to want to use any of that other stuff. I try and keep myself in stock with this compost as much as possible. Occasionally, I do run out and I nip down at the garden centre or wherever, and I'm always disappointed. Every time.
But you think like, next time it'll be all right. This is one time it'll be all right.
It never is. And it's different reasons each time as well. Sometimes I'll open a bag and it smells horrible, or I'll open a bag and it's got massive, great big lumps and chunks in, that hasn't been very well composted. There's so many different reasons, and I'm never ever disappointed when I open a bag of our premium professional compost, because it always has this beautiful texture to it. It's lovely and light. It's airy. And what that helps with is being able to grow really strong root systems. Because of that airy texture, if you take one of our little plug plants, there is room for their roots to grow, and then they're going to form a really strong root base. A strong root base means bigger, better, healthier plants, more flowers, more fruits. If they have to really work their way through the compost, they're going to struggle, aren't they? They're not going to form that nice, strong root structure. Now, it's made up of this 50% composted wood fibre. You can see all these fibres that are sort of running through the compost there. That's what gives it this light, airy texture. But it also helps with retaining moisture.
Yep.
If you can keep that retention of moisture in there, obviously that's going to do our plants good. There is a wetting agent in here that helps with that as well. So we always give the example of your hanging baskets. If you've let them dry out a little bit too much, when you go to water them and the water doesn't actually go into the compost, it kind of spills all the way over the edges, get you wet, and you're there for ages trying to get it.
Where's water going for?
It's just spilling over, and you have to keep watering. This has a wetting agent. It basically makes the water sticky. It makes the water stick to the compost. So it means you have to use less water, basically. You've been picking out the little green balls.
I'm obsessed with green balls.
You like squeezing the balls, don't you?
Yeah, but I'm going to stop now because you told me off a lot. You went full mum on me for a second.
So these contain a slow-release fertiliser. What it does is it releases that into the compost over a period of good sort of 5 and 6 months. So that's feeding your plants for that amount of time whilst they are in this compost.
Defo squeeze one when you get home, guys. When you get this delivered to your door. Not all of them. Go on.
Oh! It hit me in the forehead.
Yeah.
Okay, so it releases that fertiliser.
But that's all the goodness that's in there, right? They are
it's
jam-packed.
so good, yeah, absolutely.
Hit me in the forehead.
Your plants are really going to, enjoy that. Of course, you're going to keep doing your water-based feed, but then being able to get hold of their feed as and when they need it is really important. There is some peat in here, okay, but it's reduced peat content. We've got a renewable peat, which is the sphagnum moss peat, but we've also got a dark and white peat that we have reduced down, and we've done that years ago. We were ahead of the curve when it comes to that. We're keeping up with those environmental needs until we're not allowed to anymore. And what else is in here? We've got a pH buffer. So what that does is it puts the pH levels of this in exactly the right place for the majority of things that we plant.
Yep.
So be that a seed, be that a big tree, everything in between, seeds through to trees, everything in between can go in this compost, bar a few exceptions. So the rhododendron that we have on the show needs to be in an ericaceous compost.
Blueberries, you said.
Blueberries need to be in an ericaceous compost. Azaleas, we have it on the website, go for it. Everything else, pretty much you can put in here. Now, if you want to change the composition of this, you can do that. You can add some vermiculite. You could add, if you were replanting your orchids, you could add some other things into this as well to make it right for certain things. But basically, 98% of the things that you plant in your garden, in your home, this is what they want to be in.
Now then, of course, whilst you're shopping, or before you check out your baskets, there are a ton. Over 20 years, there's pages and pages and pages of 5-star reviews from exactly customers like you. It's 100125. The latest were yesterday. Let's have a read. This one here, I've been buying your compost for many years and now get good results. I also buy most of my plants from you. They are always good quality and give a good display. Thank you so much. Trusted customer of yesterday. Another one here, great results from the compost. Flowers grow much bigger and stronger when compared to using other cheaper brands. That's kind of the big USP of ours, isn't it? It's like absolutely delivers on your investment and then some.
Yeah, totally. And it's highlighted there. You know, there are cheaper brands out there, but when it comes to your compost, really you don't want to scrimp on what you're buying. You know, there's certain things, yeah, buy the cheapest you possibly can, but when it comes to compost, it really is more important to get the best that you can. What we honestly, the science behind compost composition is absolutely incredible once you start reading into it, and it's so very vital. You're not going to build the foundations of your home on cheap, nasty stuff because it will subside, it will sink, and it's very similar when you're talking about your plants. You want to feed them the absolute best. What we do try to do is make the value of this as good as possible. Delivered to your door with no postage cost included. Now that is a great thing.
Yeah, good point.
Heavy bags. We're talking about, you know, 2 50-litre bags delivered to your door with no postage cost. But we also add in our free gift as well. This week it is the Venus Skyscraper Lilies worth $7.99. So if you took that price off this, we start to get even more competitive, don't we?
There we go. So to get your, you can see the 2 big white bags, 50 litres in each, is what's being delivered to your door. 100125 to get hold of yours. Right. Oh, stock.
That doesn't happen. Apparently we've got a stock warning.
I've never had a stock warning on YouGarden TV.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often.
The passion flower.
It doesn't happen often because we make these shows so that they can be watched, you know, throughout the week. A lot of people come back, they catch up. It's very rare that we have an item that has low stocks.
The story is that, quantity-wise, if it keeps going as it is for the passion flower, can I say that, Stu? 75% of YouGarden stock sold.
Sorry, guys.
In 91 minutes.
Wow.
75%. So the theory is there's some probably for tomorrow's show,
Maybe.
10 till 1, but not for Sundays.
Stu's just had a look to see if there's another order, you know, waiting for them to come in. There's nothing currently at the moment. That doesn't mean we will never get it back. I'm sure we will, but right now it's an issue.
75%.
Wow.
Well done, everybody. I'm really excited for you. That's it there.
Wow.
There's one. Someone's probably going to buy that one. 550334. Well, that could sell. It's up to you at home, like, but if you don't want to miss out, or wow, like lots of people coming home from work and then watching this back on YouTube or watching it back on the Facebook feed as well. If you want results like Adam you just saw here, 550334, you can own the blue passion flower. And as of right now, you could order all the remaining ones if you want to. You can order 2, you can order 4, you know, whatever you want to do. They're only $8.99, better than 50% off. Wow. Right, let's recap some bits and bobs. Bang on halfway through today's live show for you. What else have you just missed out on? What else are we going to see live potentially? There's the Blue Passion. Let's go to Pink Avalanche, shall we? Not forgetting, with every single order, please pop in that code YGTV. 2124, and you will then get that free gift bottom left of your screen of those Robina Skyscraper Lilies. Pink Avalanche then should be £30, better than 50% off for the TV side of YouGarden at 511564. That was very dramatic. Kapow! Flowering and fruiting. 511562. How striking is this? Actually, beautiful pink flowers and those red berry fruits. 511562. The GMs. Love these orange colours. There's a bit of an orange thing going on at the moment, isn't there? A bit of an orange trend going on. Orange and purple, I think, is the colours of this season. 561211. As you can see, the postage is £6.99, and maybe your basket gets to £39. It'll only be one P&P of £6.99. Tick over to £40. or above, free P and P. If you want to get your GMs home, 561 211. Every single item has its own unique item number. That 6-number code top left of your screen. So if you want to get your delphiniums, for example, it's 560237. But not every single item has the red box in the description. This one does. Double up deal means if you just have, as is, just put the item number in, you'll get 1 for $8.99. If you put the quantity to 2, it's basically buy 1, get 1 for half price. So you'll get 2 in 9cm pots for $14.98. No doubt you're going to be a Discount Club member. It's only £5 for the year. You'll save a further £1.50 off that item. There's your delphiniums. Now, if you want to get hold of this, so with Gila's, the All Summer Peach, we also have the standard one in stock as well on the show. You'll spy that on the show page. But to get these really pretty peach colours, it's 511271. As you can see, they come in the 19cm pots, but if you'd rather put them in a different pot, for example, your Prisma pots, maybe previous pots you purchased, maybe get your own pots. Of course you can do. 511271. Now, the Purple Eye, we came to this quite late in this show, but already one of the most popular ones. Another double up deal. How pretty and striking, almost like innocent and naive these little flowers are. They're really little pretty trumpets, aren't they? 561285, that's another double up deal. So the second one you're popping in that same transaction will be half price. It's already only $8.99. As well as the Capals, as well as the Passion Flower, the Osteospermums are the most popular items on the show. Got a couple of different varieties. This one is the sort of pinky, where's the picture gone? There we go. Whites, reds, pinks, really pretty colours in there. 480991. 3 colours, 2 of each, or double up for $17.99. Basically, a 5 or more, you'll get double. 480991. So, not forgetting, you can order however you wish on the phone lines. You can order on YouGarden. Go on YouGarden.com and you can see on the big home page there's a button that says Watch the TV. That's where you watch the Freeview feed there. Of course, you can watch on Facebook as well, that's what I watch. But on the website, YouGarden.com, 130331, 130331, or just type in Prisma, you will get the green planter. You've had pictures already sent in about them, and you can see how it breaks down. However, by watching YouGarden TV, this is a unique element to the TV side of the company. Buy 1, get 1 free. It still works out as they say you're ordering 10 at £4 a pot, but you are going to get 10 for free by adding more in. So for example there, you order 1, we will send you 2. You order 2, we will send you 4. It's not a double up deal. You haven't got to put the quantities. So whatever your quantity is, you can see automatically it's going up, and the more you buy, the cheaper it gets. And you could still use the promo code YGTV2124. So for example, you get to 5, $4.99 each. I love the hit of the garden, the colour of green in your garden because of all the foliage as well, so they might almost be invisible, or it's a lovely pastel summer colour, isn't it? You know what, this is a perfect, I keep talking about if your basket gets to £35, gets to £36, whatever the price of your basket is, if you're aiming for that £40 mark, use this. You can almost do it by the pound to get to £40 or over and activate free P and P, and then you're still going to get double for free. All right? Yes, I am fine, thanks. Yes, I am. Thank you so much for watching. Keep your emails coming in, keep your questions coming in. Just want to say hello, absolutely. No one's told them the name of their bin lorries yet. No one's also said about whether the moon rises and
they're not interested in our tangents. They just want to talk about the plants, I think, and show us their gardens. And I'm all for that, people. Don't you worry.
Oh, you're such a goody two-shoes.
I'm so boring, right?
Really goody two-shoes.
I know.
All I want to talk about is bin light now. I want to talk about plants too. You get the idea. Right, these are perceived or already in the company bestsellers, so we want to make sure that you know you can get them with your YGTV 2124 codes. After all, I understand Hazel has been listening and is sending pictures of the inside of her greenhouse.
Yes, Hazel, well
Keeping
done.
Stu, who's just through these doors. Oh, came down. He's like, did you used to watch Friends? Who was the guy who lived upstairs or downstairs?
Oh, downstairs. He got annoyed about the noise.
Yeah. That's
Ah!
You know what I mean, though?
Yeah, I know what you mean. with the hair. He doesn't look like him.
Not Mr. Pickles or Mr.
Mr. Pickles was the cat, wasn't it?
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
It was called something like that, wasn't he?
Something.
Hinkles? Hankles? Winkles?
Can't remember. It'll come to
Hinkles?
me. No.
Stu, look it up. Anyway.
Mr. Heckles.
Heckles.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not convinced, are you?
Because he heckled.
I don't know if that's why it was called.
Mr. Heckles.
But that's basically what Stu's like. Have you seen that I've completely diverted? And
Again.
You're really keen to talk about flowers, which, as you should be. Come on, Beck, stop messing around. Lobelias, please.
Lobelia, the trail away variety. These are beautiful.
Titchmarsh doesn't have to put up with this, does he?
Titchmarsh doesn't have to put up with this
No.
nonsense.
Dimmock doesn't put up with this.
I like it. I like a little bit of tangent every now and then. It's good fun.
Monty doesn't have to put up with this.
These are the Lobelia trail away. You're going to get 10 of these garden ready plants. Garden ready are, or 20 if you double up. Garden ready means that they've just been grown on in our garden ready pods here. So these are ready for you to plant out in the garden. They do what they say. It's garden ready. Get them planted. I love them just planted like that. It is gorgeous. I promise you. I did this last year and it was the most fantastic display. Honestly, there's a couple of things that looked incredible in my garden. The begonia pots was one. The lobelia pots was the other. Just a pot filled with lobelia is incredible. Lovely, strong, white, fibrous roots, really healthy. There's loads of buds all over these already. Once you get them planted, they're going to romp away. Versatile. So yes, you can plant these in a pot and have that beautiful display, and they are standout. I promise you, they are not just a filler. I get quite mad about it.
Yeah, quite too.
They are wonderful fillers for pots. They're wonderful fillers for hanging baskets. And, you know, it's the small flower contrasting against the bigger flowers of your petunias and things like that that work beautifully. But as I say, in a pot all by themselves, they look gorgeous. Hanging baskets, they'll tumble, they'll trail. They spread nicely as well. So 15 centimetres sort of height, but 30, they'll double in their width as well. So if you've got your hanging baskets, you've got our easy fills in a couple of the gaps in there, contrasting gorgeously with those, you know, larger shaped flowers, the petunias and things. And of course, you've got that beautiful colour mix included in here as well. The ranges of the sort of pinks, the purples, the whites, some of them sort of bi-colour, some of them individual colour. They are really, really pretty. And I'm going to do it again this year. I am going to fill, I've got some like rectangular troughs. They're heavy ones. I've had them for years, and I planted the lobelias in those. And what I did was put them in front of my toy box. It's this horrible grey toy box. Contains all the balls and all the stuff for the kids, dogs' toys, some of the cushions for the garden furniture. It's just a horrible grey box. I just put those in front, and these lobelia just covered it up slightly, and it was beautiful, honestly. Yeah.
It feels like just really just wild and free and fun. Like go where I want, I'll just trail around.
I've got pictures of it. I'll send them to Stu later, and I can show them tomorrow.
Yes, do that tomorrow. Okie dokie. 410 you can get hold of yours, and as mentioned, you can double up, so you're getting 10 at the mo, but you can get 20.
And they're going to flower for ages as well. Honestly, I mean, I got to the point towards the end of the season last year where I was like, I'm going to have to dig these up.
Sick of them.
I need to plant my tulip bulbs in here. So they kept going, honestly, and I was disappointed because I had to dig them up so that I could get my tulip bulbs in, but they would have kept going even longer.
I love that. Why not? 410 so bravo if you're using this item to check out your baskets. Granvia is coming up next, of which you mentioned, as far as like a really striking, all flowers are beautiful, but this is, again, another standout.
It's quite gorgeous, actually. I mean, they sit for me in the family of dahlias because they really are quite attention-grabbing, quite gorgeous annual flowers for your summer displays. You're getting all 3 of these included as well. They will be labelled so that you know which one is which. Very attention-grabbing, gorgeous kind of cottage garden style to them. Large flowers that you're going to get on here, but the plant itself is relatively compact. So you'll get this sort of lovely foliage and then flower spikes that are going to rise up, strong, sturdy stems that you can use as those cut flowers, reaching about 50 centimetres in height. Nice and bushy foliage at the bottom. Perfect container plants, actually, if you want a gorgeous sort of flowering display right the way through the summer into September. In a pot on a lovely sunny patio, this is going to be perfect. But if you want to fill some gaps in borders, perfect as well. They do want a good sunny position, I would suggest. Part shade will be fine, but as long as they're getting a decent amount of sun during the daytime, they'll be okay. Long lasting as a cut flower as well. So if you are into your cut flower displays to bring indoors, these will last a long time for you. And that will give you that deadheading process as well, which will obviously encourage more of those flowers to come through.
You got about like a 60% saving here on the RRP.
That's quite a big one, isn't it?
Yeah, it should be £15. It's £5.39.
That's great.
Even your £6.99 postage, for example, then, well, your saving covers that, but maybe this is the item going to tip you over to 40.
Actually, that's a really good price.
Yeah.
I hadn't even paid attention to that. I was too busy talking about the flowers. That's an amazing price. So good.
There we go. 410-524. There you go. Let's get hold of yours. So hopefully maybe this is going to tip you over £40 to get free P&P.
Yeah.
Maybe it's going to be the Prisma Pots, I think, is the first place I'd go because of the complete control in your hands of whether you want one, whether you want two, whether you want three, and you'll get another 1, 2 or 3. Buy one, get one free. There they are. 130331. That's not over there, is it? Amateur hour there. On my screen, it's just there. But for you...
We have to go the opposite way.
He went that way.
It's there, but it's not. It's there.
Okay. 130331, but it is buy one get one free.
Craig's coming in. Craig's coming in. Craig's coming in. Hang on, I've got to let him in.
Have you knocked him out?
Locked. Hang on.
Oh, Craig. What's he been picking
to.
off the floor now, Bex?
Hey.
What have you got? What's this?
This is our Ceanothus.
Oh.
Thank you, Craig.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, get on with it. I'm working hard. Where's he going? Are you going to put it on the pot?
I'm going to put it over here.
This is the point, like literally, half of this studio was empty because these are fresh in new plants. Many are grown here, many are brought in and then grown on here, but they've all got to go through like the compliance stuff and the stickering up and putting in the greenhouses and stuff. That's where all of these are right now, this morning,
I
happening.
quite enjoy this, that it's just all happening as we're here. It's great.
How cool is that this morning? Thank you so much for watching, for shopping, more importantly as well, getting all these delivered to your door in the best condition. It's because they go through these processes that happens after all. What am I even talking about? Oh yeah, the pots.
Yeah, the really awesome deal on the buy one get one free of the Prisma pots. There's one of mine. There's one of the hostas that I grew last year. They're looking great this year. I got a couple of little munch holes. I need to get some more strulch. There's strulch around them, but I've got a couple of little holes in the hostas, so I just need to keep an eye on that.
Okay.
But yeah, in those pots, they're absolutely beautiful. I love the green on green there. You might want to go for more contrast if you're looking for, maybe you've got the geranium Roseanne, or what was the one we did? The storm cloud, because that's the darker foliage against the lighter green. You've got options basically, but those pots are a really good size for a multitude of things, whether that's hostas or maybe for your bulbs that you're planting later on in the year. Maybe it's the osteosperm and purple sun that could go in there. I think they work well across a variety.
But two people could be on the website right now, YouGarden.com, and one person isn't watching YouGarden TV and gets it for $6.99.
Correct, yeah.
But you, because you're watching us, get another one for free.
This is why we want to spread the word about you.
Yeah, tell everyone, or tell no one, and just be your little secret that you're getting. Obviously, I hope you tell more people, but nevertheless, like, it's absolutely extraordinary. 130331. The big appeal, by the way, because I know we're moving on to the Delphinium in just a second, the big appeal is that because there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, stock generally isn't a problem.
Generally, and what we do...
Out in the, you see the videos when you're out and about, like there's fields worth, there's acres here. That's why getting a stock update of 75% gone on the passion flower, you've done much more than I've ever done here.
It's very rare that we have that, because what we do try and create here is perennial programs. We try and create programs that will last, for the entire week, because not everybody can watch us live. People have jobs, I get it.
What's one of them?
People have jobs.
What's that?
They'll tune in and out when they can, or they'll come back and they'll watch later. So we do try and make sure that what we bring you, we've got plenty of stock of. So it's very rare that we've got a stock update. Very rare.
That's why when you heard 75% of the stock gone of the passion flower in 91 minutes. Is extraordinary. Here it is, by the way, 550334. That is that item that I'm sure they would know about more, but there's none currently ordered or on their way. So if you want to get hold of yours to deliver to your door, it will return, but not now. 550334. But will it be half price?
Probably not.
It's better than that in the club after all. $8.99. 550334. Quick shout out, by the way. Eleanor's been in touch.
Hi, Eleanor. Are you okay? Apparently she needs to order some more Prisma pots.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Following the great Strimmer massacre of 2023.
That sounds like fun.
What's happened? The Pots took a
Strimmer beating by the sounds of things. Oh dear.
Oh, Eleanor, you're absolutely fuming. I am fuming.
I was fuming when my husband cut through my rhododendron. So I planted a rhododendron out, and they're beautiful, aren't they? I was really proud of this rhododendron. And then I needed this tree trimming, and I was using the loppers, but the branches were a bit too thick, and it was up above, and my upper arm strength not great. Yeah. So I was like, can you just get those last few? And he was like, yeah, of course.
That is how he talks.
That's how he talks.
Put his camera down. put his camera. Oh, hang on a minute. Okay. Put his camera down.
I watched him do it. He went and got the step ladders, and he was like, right, looking where to position it, and he just went, there's a good spot, right in the middle of the rhododendron, right down the middle of it, cut it in half.
Oh, I bet you were so
And
mad.
I was watching out the kitchen window, and I was like, can you imagine how mad I was?
Yeah, I can.
Just right through the middle of it.
Yeah.
I was like, could you, what?
Was he like, what's that, darling?
What's the matter? I was like, what?
I done it.
There's these spaces around it. Why have you put it right through a plant? He was like, I didn't think it would matter. I was mad.
Would you like a harrowing wisteria story?
Oh, God, go on.
I think it's wisteria.
Yeah.
So my other half used to work for a different internet company, and they were off to install fibre in a lovely country house.
Oh, my God.
And one of the big appeals of this country house, and one of its award-winning features, I'm pretty sure it's wisteria, was this wisteria growing everywhere from the ground up, blah, 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 blah. Matey, who went to run the cable along the bottom of the house, couldn't get on the wall because of all the roots and stuff. So he just chop,
cut
chop,
through.
chop, 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 all the way along the front of the whole country house. Chopped all of the roots down.
Oh, my word.
To put fibre in.
That's gonna. I bet they were mad.
They were.
I bet, because I read something. I can't guarantee it, but I did read something that if you've got beautiful wisteria growing up your house, it can actually increase the value of your house
Probably.
by up to X amount.
Well, yeah, part of the appeal of that country house was to come and see
the curb
watch.
appeal, all the rest of it. Absolutely.
I think
And
they were heavily compensated.
I bet they were.
But
I bet they were.
how orcs?
How orcs?
I done it.
All done.
There are all these things in the way, but I chopped them down. What? Oh, it's a horrible feeling, isn't it?
Yeah.
All done accidentally, no doubt.
Anyway, that's another tangent.
Anyway, there we go. Did that. Eleanor, we'd love to see the pictures of the destroyed pots, by the way. Why not? Let's completely name and shame. Where there's a blame, there's a picture to send YouGarden. That's what we want to hear. We're talking delphiniums.
Yeah, we're talking an amazing variety of delphinium as well, actually. So gorgeous purple colour. You know how much I love the purples, and I think it's really standout. But this is the Astalat. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. But this particular variety, they've been bred to withstand higher summer temperatures, and they have a higher than average number of flowers on there as well. So delphiniums are gorgeous anyway, but the fact that this one can cope with more sun and has more flowers on it, that is incredible. This is the variety that you want to go for. Gorgeous, tall, stately spires that you get from these. It adds that extra height, that dimension into your garden that you might be missing. If you've got everything sort of a similar level, adding the delphiniums into the back of a border can really add that extra height dimension going on. They're a herbaceous perennial. That means they die back down, sort of underground over the winter months, and then they come back through in springtime and start creating this kind of look. You can see the flower spike coming up here. This one's just been grown on that little bit more, a little bit older. You can actually see those. So there's the main flower spike coming up here, but on here you can see some smaller ones coming out the side as well. Once the main flower spike has gone over, chop it off, and then what you'll find is that you get extra growth. You'll get other flower spikes coming up.
Okay.
It won't be as big as the main flower spike, but you will get extra flowers coming on there as well, sort of later on in the season. Early summer is when these normally flower, sort of late spring, early summer. So now you'll start seeing them come in. June and July is where you'll get those flowers coming up. You've got that lovely foliage at the bottom as well. It's super easy to grow. The biggest tip we can give is stretch. basically.
Okay.
The new growth that comes through on delphiniums is an absolute feast for slugs and snails. They really do adore eating them, and they can destroy them, which means that they will never come back for you. So do think about getting some strolch to put around there if you want to have these back next year.
Well, strolch is in stock. You get those two there, 9-kilogram bags, saving £16. Postage is included. So for $36.97, you know what? For $36.97, if you're going for that, chuck in a pot.
Yeah, definitely. Get the buy one, get one frees.
I know the postage is included, but nevertheless, let's get some free stuff in there as well. After all, makes all your other postage included. If you're going for strolch, 100149. Yeah, put in the passion flower.
Yeah, perfect.
The passion flower is $8.99.
$8.99.
That going in there goes over 40, and then you knock $6.99 off the price.
Exactly. This is
Making
where
your passion flower £2.
£2. Yeah.
The equivalent of.
This is where you just got to play around with your baskets. You've got a list of things that you're going to go for, work out which you want in the first basket and the second basket so that you can get multiple free gifts, but you also get the best value, no postage costs and, all that sort of stuff.
I do that. I love a fancy basket. Chuck, whatever you see, on any website, whatever you see and you like, pop it in your basket and then review the cost, find a discount code.
Yeah.
You haven't got to go looking, by the way. How many times do you go like, ASOS discount code, Google? Why is nothing coming up? It's on the screen at all times. Like, you haven't even got to, sometimes you've got to like, subscribe to websites that give you vouchers, right? Anyway, YGTV 2124, the code
pop up just about there.
is already there. And if that meets your budget, perfect. If not, remove something. If you're thinking, well, I didn't realise I was saving £60 on a £20 spend, put in more. Whatever you want to do after all. Nevertheless, strolch 100149. That is in reference to the delphiniums after all, isn't it?
Indeed, yes. And of course there's the strolch that you're looking at there that'll keep away those slugs and the snails, that'll suppress the weeds coming through, it helps to retain the moisture in the ground as well. It neatens up all your beds and borders too. In actual fact, I was having a chat with somebody the other day because I posted a video about lily beetles.
Yeah.
I feel like it was Dingo. I posted a video about lily beetles going, this is what one looks like. If they're on your lilies, get rid of them. They're bright red. Get rid of them because they've been munching on the leaves. And I'm sure it was Dingo that came back saying that he hasn't got any lily beetles and he's going to... I can't say that this is definite, it's not part of the listed thing, but he thinks that strolch has helped keep the lily beetles away because he puts strolch around all his lilies.
Okay.
It's not one of the advertised benefits and I'm not going to guarantee that that's the case, but that's what one of our regular viewers has told me.
That's a Bex guarantee, folks. 100149. Nope.
Don't get me in trouble.
It's experience, isn't it? After all, what works for one, maybe work for another, but nevertheless, you saw Alison's picture under her peonies.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. If you've got your dahlias growing, it's strolch around those, stops those slugs and snails growing on them, retaining that moisture. It's super, super important as well, so we don't have to constantly be watering over the summer.
So strolch, there you go, 100,149. Should we talk GM? Now we've had 2 deliveries.
Yes,
live. We're still waiting for a GM.
Yeah.
It's still getting stickered, labelled, plotted up, whatever.
It's here, but they're just sorting it. So you can get hold of these, hot off the press, absolutely. 3 of these. They will be in the 9cm pots. That's that size, by the way, same as the delphinium. They will be in those size pots for you.
Okay.
This is a beautiful, beautiful GM because what you're getting here are these lovely pom-pom, ruffled, bright orange flowers on there. Really neat bed of foliage at the bottom there, neat mounds of foliage, and then those flowers just rising up on those tall stems above. Orange and purple, it's a marriage made in heaven. You do your own planting scheme, but I'm just recommending orange and purple. If you've never tried it, give it a go because it really is quite stunning. These are hardy perennials. They are winter hardy. They have our lifetime guarantee. You can grow them in pots, you can grow them in borders. They are clump forming, so you'll get free plants from these if you lift and you divide in springtime. Yep. They're just an absolute winner. GMs really are super easy. About 30 by 30 centimetres is what they'll grow to, and of course, as I say, divide those, and then your divided ones will also grow to that size.
Little alliums, don't they?
Yeah, they do a bit, yeah.
I think a little bit of an allium vibe.
You've got that lovely ball up at the top, the pom-poms. And long flowering as well. May through to September is what we are talking about, and they are really, really pretty flowers.
561211. Speaking of purple and orange.
Ah, yeah.
What? Oh yeah, I really love We were talking about purple and orange too, were we
I
not?
was talking about purple and orange with the GMs.
You were. I was listening to you.
I know you were.
And I've got nothing else to do but listen to you. Stu's got everything else to do in the world.
He's got everything else.
Because I can't work it out whether it's like... It's a bit sunsetty, isn't it? It's a bit like silhouette-y when darkness is falling and you go to purple and then you still got the hues of the sun. And or maybe it's something really astrological when you see like the Milky Way or the Aurora Borealis, Northern Lights, whatever it is. There's something about purple and orange which is absolutely mesmerising.
Yeah, it's a beautiful colour combination, and these are some of the most stunning, I think, when it comes to the osteospermum flowers. These are mine that were grown just last year in my garden. Lovely little slow-mo video I did. Just a gorgeous sunny day, and look at how those petals are just shining in that sunlight. I've done nothing else to edit that video, by the way. I just did a nice little slow-mo on my phone, and that is the gorgeous display. They're free-flowering, loads and loads of them. Just a bit of deadheading that I would suggest on there.
How does it feel to be the best camera person in the house?
Yeah, I didn't edit these videos, did I? Stu will play with them, don't worry. Yeah, just do a little bit of deadheading, because I didn't deadhead for a couple of, I don't know, a month or so. I didn't cut them down, and it just sort of stopped flowering a little bit. So I went and I cut it back a little bit, and then it just boomed straight back again.
Wow.
Loads and loads of flowers all the way through summer, right the way into September and into October as well. They don't even need the most fertile soil, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, they were planted in our premium professional compost, but they will grow quite happily. I was saying earlier, like I dug these up because I needed to use the pot for something else. It was a shame to do it, but I had to plant this other thing. I whacked them into a heavy duty pot, just pulled them out, put them in a heavy duty pot, left them there for 3 weeks, and they just kept going. They really are super easy.
Was it last week we had like Indian summer?
Yeah, the Alstroemeria.
Was that... They're this colour, right?
Yeah, lovely oranges
like
and
on
reds.
that vibe.
Absolutely,
so
yes.
if you're ordering those last week, or maybe you've already got them, I think this would be a lovely addition. Or start off right here. And you get 6.
Yeah, that is amazing. There are 6 of these 9cm pots. You can see how raring to grow these are, because the roots are just popping out of the bottom of there. 6 of those pots. These are going to grow to about 30 centimetres height. They'll spread by a good sort of 40, 50 centimetres as well. So 6 of those is a really decent area to cover.
So,
these are, well, most people treat them as annuals.
Yep.
You can get them to come back next year if you give them a bit of winter protection. These are not the hardy osteospermums. These are the not hardy osteospermums.
Oh, yeah. All right, again, by the website, you get £10 off, which is £19.98. YouGarden TV, another £3 off there, £16.98. £2 off, you get what I mean? So even more, like even just £1 here and there.
Yeah, it makes a
difference. Or buy one get one
difference.
freeze. Exactly, that's why you're shopping, and you've also got the code. Now, even though we've got the code YGTV2124, FYI, you can go across the wider website.
Oh, totally.
And whatever you order, by putting that code in as well, you will still get your free gift.
Totally, yeah.
That is a company thing.
And there's thousands of products on the YouGarden website for you to go and have a look at. Obviously, we only have a limited amount of time here in our potting shed, so we can only select a few things each week to show you. But yeah, whole website, go and shop it.
Now we've got an hour left of the live show, but very, very quickly, I know we're moving on, but. If I'm brand new, or I feel like the savviest basket, do everyone, but savviest baskets will be ordering this, will be ordering the green pots too, because you said the size of those is perfect.
Yeah, to be honest, that pot, one of those.
Yep.
It will grow very quickly. It will fill that very, very quickly, and you'll have 6 glorious pots for those to go into. And you'll only be buying 3 because you'll get 3 of them absolutely free. That'll also mean that it's very easy for you to overwinter these plants and try and get them to come back next year as well.
So there we go. The green pots we were talking about is 130331. You want 6? You pop in 3. We will give you 3 for free. It's not a double up deal, it's a buy one, get one free. Phew! I personally would put 6 in there, because then you get another 6 free, and then you've got 6 pots. No, then you've got 12 pots in your garden to do whatever you wish to do, because we'd rather you have, if you want like coordination and continuation, away you go. Nevertheless, that's up to you, of course. 130331 Put 2 in, drops down to £5.99. Put 5 in, drops down at £3.99, the equivalent of per pot, excluding the buy one get one free. So it's even better. It's 50% off there. Wow. Whew. Oleanders.
Right, not just any old
Yeah, we haven't
oleanders.
shown you this yet.
These are the standard oleander. So
Right.
that means it's not just an oleander bush. What you've got is this gorgeous, tall, straight
This is a
stem
thick
here.
stem, isn't it? Like a
yeah, it's a really nice
trunk.
size as well. And you get that beautiful ball, that gorgeous colour that's happening up here. This one is a recent stock, basically.
Yep.
We had the pink previously. This is the yellow. And can I show you? These are just about to flower. So these are just in bud. And these are just going to burst into bloom for you. It's the perfect time to get hold of these. In actual fact, we got one here. Now, this is the white one, admittedly. Now, this one came in a few weeks before the yellow. And look at the difference. So this is about 2 weeks ahead of where that one is. So you can see
and already we're there.
how the flowers are starting to open. So if you imagine this in a couple of weeks, there's going to be that one, but yellow. It's going to be really, really beautiful. I love the yellow oleander for some reason. We've got reds, we've got pinks, we've got yellows, we've got whites, but there's something about the yellow one. I think it's a really
soft
classy,
yellow, isn't it?
beautiful colour. Yeah, it's gorgeous. And the thing is with oleanders
like a
are that
butter
they
yellow.
will flower for you all the way through the summer months, right the way through to October, the first frosts basically. But you're not left with a boring plant at that point. What you have is evergreen foliage on here as well. So there's something for you to look at all the way through the winter. If you've got loads of deciduous plants in your garden, I do have a few because of my aces, then mix in some evergreen foliage so that there's something interesting to look
The
at.
foliage, by the way, I don't know if it's like you'll see it at home when the sun hits. It's almost like see-through some of the leaves.
Yeah, maybe it's. Oh, yeah. You
see what I
sort of
mean?
you can see the veining.
You see all the veining.
going
It might be
on.
hard for you to see, but it's almost like you can see a shadow.
Yeah, we can see it under the lights. You'll be able to see it under the sun
In the
at home
sunlight,
as well.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Now, I must point out, oleanders are toxic, like a lot of things that we grow in our gardens. They are toxic to humans, to pets as well. So, best advice is don't eat it. If you are pruning it, just use some gloves because the sap can be a bit of an irritant. Best tip we can give you. And also, it being a standard, if you are worried about dogs getting to it, well, they can't get to it because it's a bit taller up, unlike the bush variety. So, you've got some options going on there. It will grow to probably about 1.5 meters maybe in height, so about, my height. As it grows and establishes, it's not fully winter hardy. We do say with the oleanders, they're hardy down to about -5. And considering that this is a Mediterranean plant, the fact that it will even cope with some frosty temperatures is incredible. It's in a standard shape, so you're probably going to pot this in, keep this in a pot. You could plant it out into a border if you want to. You're going to need to give it that extra winter protection if you do, so fleeces, strulch, that's a great thing to do. But if you are keeping it in a pot, which I think most people do with standards, so easy then to give it that extra protection, which might just be moving it next to your house. -5 though, most areas of the country, we don't get those really cold temperatures too often. I know some places do, but most areas no.
Here we go. In the yellow, 680172. We're loving that you're emailing it all the way through the shows. Maybe you're commenting on the YouGarden Facebook, also on TikTok and Instagram, of course. A lot of you go on the website, YouGarden.com, and you can comment in the feed there, or email in ygtv@yougarden.com. Who's been in touch? Is it Neil?
Hazel.
Sorry. Oh, is this Hazel's? Hazel's greenhouse.
Hazel.
Like, as if Hazel, let's show you the picture, went back outside for Stu
her.
and took a picture. Hazel,
I'm coming round, I've got to look. I've got
Okay.
to come round and take a look. Oh, yeah, I think it was tomatoes I've spotted, isn't it? Yeah, they look a bit like tomatoes she's got going. I really need to get my tomatoes planted. That would be great. Those look like beautiful petunias.
I like the red
going
watering
on over
can.
there. That looks like a blueberry on the side as well. Oh, yes!
Oh,
Hazel,
wow,
you've
this
got the
was
pink
like
lemonade.
last
I've got
month?
it too. Love it. Mine's planted out. I'm really looking forward to picking pink blueberries off there. Very, very nice. Apparently Grimmy sent us a garden update too.
Hey, Grimmy.
Oh, look at those iris
Oh, wow.
growing. And he's got lupins coming down at the front there as well. I like your cordyline that you've got growing there. That's a nice tall one. Those blue pots at the background look very bright.
Oh, this looks so tropical,
Bit of bamboo
doesn't it?
going on.
Now, what else was Ian
Was it the
growing?
Mecanopsis? Yes. Oh, he's got 2. Oh my word. And is that a 3rd flower spike coming up there as well? That's incredible.
Looks like it's on its way, doesn't it?
Those are beautiful. Well done. Yeah, so Ian's got a beautiful bar out in his garden.
Has he?
Yeah, it looks awesome. We want to go for a drink at Ian's house. Sit at his bar.
We all drink with Ian. Ian is our mate.
Yeah, it looks a really nice, inviting garden. There it is, look. How cool is that?
Oh, hang on. Right, I haven't seen this before. Ian.
I love it.
The Odd Couple, bar open. The optics.
That's great, isn't it?
Oh, what a delightful place to be.
And look at it at night time as well.
Oh my
Love
God.
it. It's a perfect place, isn't it?
I like how that's a bit blurrier than the daytime one.
I think he'd had a drink by that stage.
That's a blue
maybe.
sapphire in the back there, isn't it?
Love it, Ian.
Oh my
I
gosh.
love it. It's really pretty.
I mean, I'm just staring at that. I think that's a really fun, social.
No, this is what gardens are all about, though, isn't it? We
Love
want to be able
that.
to sit out and enjoy them, and that's why we spend our time and money and effort growing plants and making it look pretty out there.
Absolutely. Thank you all. Keep them coming in. We're only live for another 50 minutes. We'd love to any questions. You want to say hello? You want to ask us about anything, for example, the passion flower? We'll always do our best to be. Yeah, we have to wait for that picture of the pots. Is that from?
Well, she did say it was 2023, so chances
they're
are she
probably
probably hasn't
gone,
got those.
haven't
I
they?
think they've gone.
They're probably gone.
Yeah.
But she's over it, which is the main thing.
Maybe not.
Okay.
Oh, there's one open down here as well, look.
Oh yeah.
Fully open. Has that opened
what?
while we've been in here? I don't remember seeing that one earlier.
Can we rewind the show and have a look? Because that
Seriously, I don't remember that being open.
that was in shot all show, and we
would have
started
noticed
here.
that, surely. Was that opened during the show? Apparently it was half closed. It's opened whilst we've been stood here.
That's
How cool is
mad.
that?
And actually, the top one has closed even more as
Yeah,
well.
so the top one's closed up and the bottom one is open.
There's one down there, fella.
Look at that.
If you're watching on YouTube, you can rewind.
Look at the dimension that you get.
Actually,
if I
you can
just
rewind on
turn
face.
this to the side as well, because I want you to see it.
We'd have seen that.
Look at that.
We're pretty, we're switched on, cool kids. Bex, we'd see that.
How cool is that? Oh,
Oh, bye.
hang on, we're not going to black. That one's closed up. That one was really quite open.
Close. Open.
I love them. I do love a passion flower. There's varieties of passion
That looks
flower.
like a picture on the website, doesn't it? That's live. Isn't that
That is our flower right now.
spectacular?
I'm so glad everyone's been going for these. They are really, really beautiful, easy to grow, winter hardy, loads and loads of flowers on here. Quite a nice vigorous grow as well, so it's not one that you have to wait for ages. I love my jasmine, but man, I've had to wait years for that thing to come into its own, honestly. It's quite a slow grower and it's beautiful. But this one's not going to take that long for you. You will get really good displays on this from the first year. Low maintenance too. All you have to do is prune it back a little bit in springtime just to sort of maintain the shape of it, encourage those flowers to come through. And as this grows and you get those bits coming out at the sides, honestly, the flowers sort of line up on there.
Yeah.
And it just keeps going all the way through the summer, flowering now right the way through to September as well. Very exotic, a gorgeous addition to your garden.
Would you generally keep it on the cane, or I guess if you're putting it against a trellis and things, it might end up
Once it starts grabbing
adhering itself.
Once it starts grabbing onto something,
Yeah.
you can lose the cane. And the thing with passion flower is, you can see all these lovely. This is a great example. Don't want to hurt the flowers, but this is a great example. Round up at the top here, you've got these curly little tendril bits, and they just grab hold of whatever it is that you've got it climbing up. If it's a tower pot, it'll just grab hold of it. We're getting there, we're getting there. That bit there, look. Woohoo! Those little tendril bits, they just grab onto anything. So tower pots, trellises up fences, over pergolas, maybe you've got an archway in your garden, Ian's bar, I saw he had something climbing up the sides there, but you could put a passion flower
I'm sure it
in
wouldn't be
as
the first thing to
well.
hang on to Ian's bar. Don't shut Ian, I know you've got a job.
Yeah, they're really great.
So come inside, sweetheart.
Come on, we've had enough now.
Yeah, I went a bit Ian Beale there. Is that the Odd
Is
Couple
he
at the
even
top?
still in it?
I think Ian Beale
Does
left.
he pop back in? Did he die?
No.
I don't know, it's been years since I
But I
watched
do think
EastEnders.
that, what's he called? Adam
Something.
Woodyard?
Yep.
Not to be confused with our Adam.
No,
Walcott. But I think has he left?
I don't know.
He
It's
like
just
lives
been
on a
years
bus or
since I-
something, or a narrowboat
Oh, really?
or something. Yeah, he's on, yeah.
I would do that. I would
Why
totally
not?
do that.
Yeah, anyway. Blue passion flower. 550334. And for watching YouGarden TV, 50, even more off. 55% off. It's not quite that much, but maybe it is. I can't do those maths. Better than half price, friends.
Better than half price.
Better
definitely.
than half price. You can still order 2 if you want to. Keep going. If this is what you're ordering, YGTV 2124 will get you those free Ribena Sky Scraper Lilies as well. Is it 55%?
Hey, get in.
Get in. 550334. One of, if not the most popular item on the website, as the compost is just a close second behind there anyway. Now then, more we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, a few things that we haven't seen yet.
Rock
actually.
roses.
So rock roses we did bring you last week, and these were a really popular seller, so we brought them back again because these are incredibly versatile. So these are going to work in so many different positions in a variety of different gardens. If you've got a rockery, rock roses kind of makes sense. Yeah, these are perfect to put in rockeries because what these will create is this lovely sort of carpet, this spreading kind of cover for you. They don't get massive. They only get to about 20 centimetres in height. They'll spread to about 30 centimetres. Okay. So those lovely little pockets of colour that you can create from these is incredible. They work great on like filling in gaps, fronts of borders. These work beautifully for those as well. Gravel gardens.
Oh, nice.
You know, like you've got some grasses maybe growing or some slate, you know, around the sides of the house and stuff like that. You could pop some of these in there as well and create that lovely display there too. There's very, very little maintenance that you need to do with a rock rose. After flowering, just prune it back. So prune it back to about 1 inch of the previous year's growth, a bit like you would with a lavender. You don't want to cut too far back into it, but within an inch, and that's it. Then it'll come back and flower beautifully for a really long time. Normal flowering is May right the way through to October. Sunny spot is going to be the perfect place for them. Nice, you know, sunny, hot, gorgeous spot. You don't even need the richest of soil, to be perfectly honest. These will do their thing quite happily. Yep. Winter hardy, wildlife friendly, and I mean it, they really are quite nectar rich, the flowers on here. So pollinators you'll be bringing into your garden very easily with rock roses. And it's super, super simple to look after.
And you can see, so you get 3 colours, 2 of each, right? You can see all the packaging there that I've learned. You've got A, B, C, D, etc. On, like, embossed almost into the, there you go.
There we go.
FVDCB8, of course. And then it tells you...
that's how the letter, that's how
that's how I do it. And it tells you which is what. And it's this kind of passport and loading and configuration, which is what's going on right now with the newbies, hence why not every single item.
There's a lot of admin that has to be done with plants. There's a procedure, passports, you know, you get it. There's a lot of work that goes into it.
But the brand new stuff, that's why we're getting them to you ASAP. Nevertheless, the rock roses, 480992. Again, that's only $8.99. Or double up. You've still got the double up deal on here if you want to.
Yeah.
So if you want to get double that, you want to get 12, but not for double the price, you put 2 in, and then the second one is only going to be 50% off at 480992. Okay, Nepeta.
I say Nepeta.
You probably say, I just stopped saying halfway through, didn't I?
Nepeta.
Nepeta.
We can call it catmint. Let's go with catmint.
Let's go Summer Magic.
Let's go Summer Magic,
Let's
shall
go
we?
Catmint Summer Magic.
We all want a bit of Summer Magic in our lives.
Magic.
This is a fabulously fragrant, compact and upright, gorgeous perennial plant that has the Royal Horticultural Society Award of Garden Merit.
Okay.
Proven performer, garden worthy, if it's got that award of garden merit. They've also given it their badge of perfect for pollinators, and this is going to bring those pollinators into your gardens. Flowers emerge from this across many, many months. So they're flowering now, and they will keep flowering right the way through to September. Not massive either. So, you know, 40 by 40 centimetres. They give that kind of prairie, cottage garden style feel to your planting schemes. Cats adore this plant, a bit like the other Nepeta that we bring you. It has that gorgeous scent to it that the cats love,
There's
that
a cat
the pollinators also love. So if you've got a cat in your home, they will really love this plant. They do adore it. There's something in it. It's like catnip to them. It's versatile as well. Like I say, you can put this into borders. Maybe plant this near your geums. Maybe those gorgeous orange geums. Mix in some of those with these. That'll look gorgeous. Nice. Quite drought tolerant once it gets established as well. So not one that you need to constantly be watering. Evergreen foliage on there too. So you do know where they are in your garden. A little bit of trimming after flowering. That'll encourage it to put on a little bit of extra growth and then encourage those flowers to come through next year. I was hoping that was just going going to pull out of there easily, but it's not, because there's loads of roots coming out the bottom. So let me just give it a little squeeze. It just shows you the kind of, health of these plants, because those roots are poking out of the bottom of that pot. It is raring to grow.
Hooray.
Get it planted. It wants to go in your garden.
Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you.
And you get all 3 for £13.47. Here we go, 561280. I'm wondering whether these would be beautifully planted into our green Prisma pots.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
They probably would. Okay.
Yeah.
561280. Lovely green going alongside there. Geranium.
Fire Queen.
Ah, yes.
Beautiful
These will be,
flowers.
last week. These were already being received, weren't they?
Yeah, they were,
I remember the pictures we were getting.
Oh, well, I'm sure these are the same plants that we brought you last week, by the way.
There's a lot more growth on them,
and
upwards.
You can see that these are really starting to come in. There was loads of buds, there was loads of flowers on here last week, but there's even more of them now. And these burst. So each one of these, can you see there's a flower, a flower, a flower. So you get clusters of these gorgeous flowers that rise up above that zonal foliage that you get from your pelargonium. The geraniums are just so pretty. That zonal foliage is beautiful. And then you get those tall spikes of those flower clusters coming up, and it is the most gorgeous red.
Is this what's outside your house?
This is exactly what's outside my house, yeah. So I've got them planted in my Alhambra pots, the little pots, and what I've done is put them around my bigger pots. So I'm creating a lovely tiered display by having them. And also it means that I can overwinter these, because you can actually get these to come back next year. A lot of people grow them as annuals, and that's fine. You can, but you can, if you give them that extra protection, you can grow them as a perennial, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to save those pots, bring them into my conservatory, and then I will have that display again next year. Another one that's really long flowering. I feel like I'm saying that about so many plants in the shop.
Good.
Some,
Here you are.
There's mine. Look, so geraniums around the bottom. I've got planted some little lobelias around my cypress conifers in the centre there. Honestly, like that. I can't wait to show you what that's going to look like later on in the season, because that's going to be so beautiful, honestly.
Absolutely.
These are going to grow to about 40 centimetres height. They will spread to about 40 centimetres as well. And if you're getting, you're getting 20 of those, so that's a really big space to cover. And it might be, so Sean always talks about his mum and her being sort of sight impaired now, like she really struggles a little bit, and she loves her garden. What she needs is bright colours. Red is an incredible colour. She can see that. It also helps if you're thinking about planting schemes. Okay, so this is where a bit of garden design comes in. If you've got a long, narrow garden, if you plant red at the end, it gives the illusion of it being closer to you.
Clever.
It's a bit like painting indoors, If you've got a small room, you'd go for lighter colours because it makes the room look bigger, or you'd put a mirror because it reflects. It's a bit like that. So the garden design aspect would be, if you want to shorten the garden, plant bright colours at the end.
That's cool.
Thanks.
And you can appreciate everything then. Yeah. Nothing disappears, right? You say, oh, you see there's something down there, let's have a one down, see what's going on. Here we go. It's already been doubled up for you, so you're getting 20 of the garden ready plants there for you for the geranium. Fire Queen.
These are a bit wet, to be honest, because they were just sat in water. But yeah, still great. Look. Gorgeous root systems on there, absolutely ready to get planted out. There's no growing on that you need to do here.
Here we go then, 410065. It's always interesting coming back week by week, how they're all just growing so consistently together. The latest delivery into the potting shed live, as you saw. Ceanothus.
Yeah, the Ceanothus, really nicely established as well. So I planted some baby ones last year, and my baby ones aren't even quite this size yet. These are gorgeous, bushy, beautiful Ceanothus. Now, you might have been looking, you might not have a Ceanothus, you might have been looking over the last sort of 6-7 weeks and seeing all of the beautiful Ceanothus out there.
Oh, here we go.
That's my mum and dad's one. I did that video last year. I haven't been to visit them, and I should have done, because I wanted to get a fresh video of what it looks like now.
And you wanted to see them.
And I wanted to see them, that too.
Just covered that for you. Yep,
just covered that up, thank you. Hello, Mum, if you're watching, I will call you soon, I promise.
Got some babysitting dates for you. So we'll be...
I'll be in touch.
We'll be in touch.
They do look beautiful, don't they? Because these get smothered in those beautiful, gorgeous, bright blue, lilac-y coloured flowers on there. It has the Royal Horticultural Society Award of Garden Merit, so it's a proven performer. Of course, it's evergreen as well, so you've always got something to look at. totally hardy, winter hardy. It can grow into a border. It can get to those gorgeous heights that you saw there. I mean, that one was a good sort of 7 feet height.
Yeah, look at it.
And, you know, probably 5 foot spread that she's got
Isn't
there.
it amazing? Like, given the chance, given the space, look what you could achieve.
Yeah, absolutely. They can get massive if you want them to. They don't have to.
Yeah,
you
so
can prune them
it.
back. You can maintain the size of them, or you can keep them in a pot. You know, you can actually pot grow ceanothus as well.
Beautiful, isn't it, though? Like, look how delicate and tiny. They're absolutely divine. And it's only $8.99, looking at that club discount price, and anybody can be in the YouGarden discount club. 510886. What are you pondering, Rebecca?
I'm just pondering if that matches the best price we did. I'm not sure. I think it's very close.
Yeah, not far off. It's a very, very good time.
For a 2 litre pot, 3 litre pot, 2 litre
litre
pot.
pot.
As I say, my baby ones that I planted last year have not reached this kind of size yet. You know, they'll get there, obviously, but I've got the tiny ones in the 9 centimetre pots. That one is beautifully established. So a lot of that waiting has already, you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to wait for it to get to a decent size. It's already there.
Here we go, 510886. You can get hold of yours if you missed it last time. Much like these, the sunflowers, the brown-eyed girls. Again, last week, I think it was, one of the most popular items accompanying getting you to £40 for free P&P was this product.
Yeah, it really was this one, and it's a stunner, okay, because this is going to be the most beautiful, gorgeous plant in your summer garden. It's an annual, so it's there for the summer, but it is on an amazing deal. I think we've still got the half-price deal on this, so it is a brilliant one. Flower after flower after flower, and we're not talking about the great big tall sunflowers that reach 6 feet in height. This is what we're talking about.
Andrew's picture from the other day. Oh, and say a towel pot, is it?
Yes, I think it's one of the older ones, but yeah, he's got the towel pot in the background there. But I think this is 2 sunbelievable plants, and this is exactly the kind of display that you can achieve with these.
Lighthouse helter-skelter going on.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
Really cool.
These flower constantly all the way through the summer, and it's because it's been bred to not be able to set seed. It can't set seed. So what it's confused. It's completely confused. It's like, I need to set, but it just keeps throwing up these flowers.
More then, more. Throw some more flowers at it. What's plan B? More flowers.
More flowers, please. So it just keeps free flowering all the way through the summer. Loads of them to cut for you to bring indoors for displays indoors, but loads on the plant to keep outdoors as well. Hundreds, if not thousands, you will get over a summer season from these. A 2018 Chelsea Flower Show finalist as well. So think about the competition to become a finalist in the Chelsea Flower Show. That's incredible. As
Bex said, it is that half price offer. RRP is $29.97. You get £5 off anyway, but £15 off anyway, even more off for those club discount members. $13.49. 560-541. So well done, everybody, checking out your baskets right now or after the hour. Absolutely. Right, quick recap, by the way.
2 of the favourites. We're going to go to the osteosperm and the African daisy, and I'm pretty sure the passion flower is going to be the other favourite that we've got in there.
Look, it's even bigger.
It's actually reflexing. It's reflexing.
It's almost like
So when the petals go backwards, it's called reflex petals, and the petals are actually reflexing on there and going backwards. It's really happy. Let me just turn it around to the side so you can see what I mean. Can you see how the petals are going backwards? Yeah, it's really inviting the pollinators, isn't it? It's like, come and get me.
It's full peacocking there, isn't it?
Full peacocking.
Full peacocking. We'll come to that in just what we do.
That was me peacocking.
I went to a there you go.
Wow. It does look exactly like the picture, doesn't it?
I went to a farm in Nottingham.
Right.
The other day.
With your Barney boy.
Yeah, Barney boy.
Barney boy.
And with mother. And they had a peacock there.
Right.
But it was like, they've all got their little houses they can go in. But for some reason, I don't know how clever peacocks are, but it was just like in its shed, full peacocking.
Full peacocking in its shed.
But in its shed, on its own. It was just like, you know, they move around slowly, just.
Maybe there was a mirror in there.
They're called feathers. Just hitting against the walls. And there were no other, all the other peacocks wall outside.
Maybe he was practicing.
Maybe he was practicing. He was practicing for a long time. So he was doing it when we arrived and doing it when we got back. And the doors were open. The others were coming and going. This is one being like, oh.
I'm so beautiful.
You'll come to me, darlings. You'll come to me. Just kept doing it. And everyone's like, Trevor's still going. This is very funny. Anyway, that's what that reminded me of.
Good.
Come on, stop getting distracted.
Right. 2 favourites on the show today. One of them is the Osteospermum Purple Sun. 6.
Yeah, you get loads.
6 9-centimetre pots. These aren't tiddlers. These are really decent sizes for you. There is roots just poking out the bottom of those. These really are ready for you to get your order placed, get them delivered to your door. 6 of them. They are all going to reach probably 30 centimetres in height, probably 50 centimetre spread as well. So 6 of those, that's 3 metres of YouGarden covered instantly.
Good point.
If you want to go for our Prisma pots to put these in and the buy one get one, that would be
Good
perfect.
shout.
Put 3 in your basket, get 3 free. 1 for each of these and you will have the most beautiful display all summer long. Flowering right now, right the way through to September, into October as well. All you have to do is just deadhead. I grew these last year. This is one of my videos from last year. And look at them. They're just illuminated in the sunshine. The petals are beautiful. The glowing ember colours, the pinks in the centre, the oranges out to those golden yellow tipped edges. They really are one of the most delightful flowers in your garden, I promise you.
And you get loads, whether you're going to plant them in different areas of your garden. Obviously, you're going to go into the pots. If you've already got pots, brilliant news. If you need pots, we've got just the offer for you. But your item number here to get all 6 is 400953, and bar 28p, it's half price. Those pots that we're talking about, by the way, are buy one, get one free. So they are the perfect pot, we think, to go alongside those size-wise. We'll go to those in just a second, but let's come back here then. Now this, okay, so arriving in the pot, here we go, the passion flower in a 2-litre pot. So I guess this might be a bit too big for those pots we're just talking about, the buy one get one frees.
Oh yeah, no, you wouldn't put them in there because they need something to climb up.
Yeah.
I mean, you could put them in a pot and create your own supports. You know, you can put canes and things like that in there.
If you put the pot against a fence.
Oh yes, no, you could do that. No, you could, and then as long as it's got something to climb up against there. I mean, it might work in there. It's not the biggest pot, and I think this might need a bit more.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, it probably does. I want to give you the best
space.
advice possible, so a bigger pot than that one, but
might
nevertheless.
need a bit more root space. But yes, what you're suggesting, if you want to put it in a pot and then it grow up something, absolutely you can do that. I do it with my wisteria, for example. It's in a pot with a support in.
I feel like this one's opening a bit more as well.
It's fascinating, isn't it?
At the top.
This one was closed, or we think it was, at the beginning of the show, and it has opened up. It's opened up so much that the petals at the back have reflexed, and it's really showing you that beautiful kind of. I mean, it's so interesting. It's not a flat display. There's so much going on in the centre of there.
Like Kevin MacLeod would lose his mind over on Grand Designs, wouldn't he? He'd be hearing like, "Oh, I see that. They put the bathroom in the attic. Yeah, I love what you've done. It's bonkers. It's crazy. No one does it. But then when you see the result, you're like, I want that house, or I want that plant.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. I adore the passion flower. There's so many buds on there, and it's something that flowers so sort of prolifically. You get loads and loads of those flowers. That one was open at the beginning of the show, and it's closed up.
This is the beauty of it.
I love it though. You're going to constantly have all that interest going on. It's vigorous. It'll get to a really decent size if you want to. It can grow several metres. So if you want to cover up your pergola, or you've got an archway, you've got a fence, you've got a shed you want it to grow over, you absolutely can. It's winter hardy, it's easy to grow, wildlife friendly. That is an invitation to the pollinators if ever I saw one. Yeah. And flowering for ages as well. So now right the way through to September and maybe even into October as well. All you're going to do is do a bit of pruning in spring. That'll help you to maintain the shape, the size of it. It doesn't need massive pruning, just give it a little prune back just to maintain the shape, and then what you will get from it is even more flowers. Obviously that pruning will help to maintain the vigour of the plant as well. Here's what I love. Now, I've been very lucky to be here every now and again, and I've never heard anything about stock updates and whys, because we are the nursery. There's acres here going on. If this keeps going as it is, it's not going to be here tomorrow. Yeah. There will be more ordered. Heard that. There's none currently in the order, but it will be ordered again. So if you want to get it at this price, at £8.99, and not have to wait a week, a month, whatever it's going to be, you're going right now. I just heard, oh. That's all I heard. Oh. That's like when somebody's giving you a quote, the boiler man comes around and they go, and you're like, oh, that's going to be expensive.
You're like, oh, that's a good noise. What? Is it fine?
Everything's fine.
Oh, but nevertheless, right as of 33 minutes past 12, I'm sure maybe there'll be a couple left up at 1 o'clock. Oh, really? Okay. We went from
It's going fast, basically, and we don't push stock updates here at YGTV because we do try to make sure that we've got plenty of stock of everything. Unfortunately, this doesn't fall into that category. We have to let you know because we don't want anybody to be disappointed or upset, particularly if you're watching us on catch-up.
Quick heads up, I know we've got lots more to show you, but we have got free gifts. A new free gift. It's a new week after all. YGTV 21-24. Bex, what do I get with my orders today?
Well, you're going to get a pack of 5 of our tree lilies. These are our skyscraper lilies, is what they call them. The name just went right out of my head. This is the Rubina variety. It is a beautiful pink colour that you've got here, and those leaves do look like silk, don't they? The scent that you get from lilies is incredible, and these can get really tall. We are talking maybe up to 6 feet in height. Not in the first year, they need a little bit of time to establish, but they're still going to get to a really good height even in their first year, maybe even 4 feet in height. And then they'll come back for you next year and get up to those lovely tall 6 feet in height.
Do these need, like we talked about the passion fruit a second ago, do these need something to climb and cling on to? Or
well,
they just
no, because these are our skyscrapers, so they've actually been bred to create really nice, strong stems.
Okay.
So actually, they shouldn't need staking. What we would suggest here is that you put them in a sheltered position. If you're going to put them somewhere windy, then yeah, they might need a bit of staking. Also, you're going to blow all the petals and the flowers off. So best suggestion is nice sunny spot and you know, in a sheltered position if you can. But the stems should grow nice and strong and straight so that they don't need staking. If you want to be sure, then stick a cane in the ground and just tie it in. But they shouldn't need it. And you get 5 of them. They're worth $7.99.
That is your free gift with every single order, whatever the price, with the code YGTV2124. But we always talk about trying to get yourself to over £40 because you're going to get free P&P.
Yeah, and I love that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely love free P&P.
And there's very easy ways to get there with the pots, etc.
Yeah, totally. I mean, we've got some lower priced items on the show as well. What was it that was only $5.99? Was it the? It was the Granavita.
Yeah.
Granvita. Those flowers over there. The Granvia.
Granvia, large collection.
Granvia, yeah. So we've got some really low-priced items on the show, but we've also got some buy one, get one free on our pots as well, which are a really good one to add into your basket.
There's lots of different... Listen, if you're happy with your basket at £10, maybe it's just purely this for $8.99, still use the code, you'll get free items, but you never know what you might get to put
Yeah, to be honest, that... $6.99 postage, put your code in to get your lilies, even paying $6.99 postage, that's still an amazing basket. So
isn't it just? It's just all more reason for you to come back to us and hopefully you'll shop again. 550-334 for the blue passion flower. Right, let's little recap some item numbers for you and then we'll show you even more live. So, for example, there you go, there's your blue passion flower, for example, 550-334, only $8.99 in the club. What do you think you just said in my ear?
Pink avalanche.
Thank you. He said Pahib.
Pahib.
Pahib. 511564. We'll do our best to show this live before the end of the show. 50% off, friends. Even better in the club. Details are on the screen. You've still got time. We love it when you email in. We love it when you even just say hi on the feed on YouTube, on the website, on Facebook. Karen, Nicola, Adam, of course, Eleanor with your pictures. Thank you ever so much. Cheers, Ian, Hazel, of course, a lot of regulars, a lot of newbies too. Penny, we really appreciate you tuning in as often as you can. Sometimes I know a lot of you watch all 3 hours. Some of you dip in and dip out. You've got stuff to do, I get that. But thank you for always saying hello. I personally comment on Facebook because I like and follow on Facebook, so it pops up automatically, so I never miss a show. 511564 brings you the pink avalanche. 3 of them in 9cm pots. Now, a couple of osteos on the show. You saw the African daisies. We've also got this one, 6 jumbo plugs, 6 colours. Sorry, 3 colours. Sorry, 2 colours. 3 colours. 2 of each. Double up deal, that's why I'm getting confused. You get double the amount, you'll get 12 for those 3 colours, there you go. 480991 to get hold of yours. That double up deal means you put 2 in there, and the voucher code, use code on the bottom of the screen, will then activate the discount. 480991 for the collection. The sunflowers, the sunbelievable brown-eyed girl, flower after flower after flower after flower after flower, and so on, all the way through the summer. We're just starting summer, aren't we? 560-541-1499. There's a discount, of course. But yeah, for picking these, for growing them separately, whatever you'd rather do, but the sheer velocity of these growing is divine, isn't it? 560-541 for your brown-eyed girl sunflowers. Now the geraniums are also growing on here, those Fire Queen geraniums that Bex has got growing outside of her house in her pots. Garden ready, 20 plants on the way for you, saving £9 off. Your item number here is 410065. It's a beautiful, like, hot fire red colour, isn't it? It's proper, like, postbox red, isn't it? Like, absolutely iconic red colour. But I really like, almost like mini water lilies, aren't they, the leaves? They're really, really interesting, sort of like that red hue going through. 410065. Now, the Summer Magic, that catmint, is in stock for you. Really lovely, wispy grows. You're getting 3. Adam's cat, Penny, approves, I was hearing. Oh, Teddy. Teddy the cat, not Penny the cat. Penny the cat does not like them. Teddy the cat does. There's a cat right there, look. His little bushy body. 561280 though to get Nepeta home. 3 pots, half price. Off we go. The rhododendron, which I say, if it's a giftable right now, maybe you're shopping and going to go visit someone soon, you want to take them something, or we'll deliver it to the address that you give us. It's already fully in bloom. It's beautiful. 511094 will bring you the pink Cosmopolitan rhododendron. And the secret weapon on the show, if you like, are the Prisma pots, the round planters. We've got them green. There are different colours available. Today it's green, but it's buy one, get one free. That is not the case on the website. It's YouGarden TV. We give you the buy one, get one free with that code YGTV2124. If you don't put the code in, you're just another person on the website. If you do put the code in, YGTV2124, you get buy one, get one free. 130331, so order 1, we'll give you 2. You order 2, we'll give you 4. It's completely up to you. So if your basket is at like £31, £32, £39, just put 1, put 2, put 3, whatever you need, and that will get you over £40 to then get you free P and P. Right, there's a lot of information coming your way. Here's a quick chance for you to check out your baskets on the phone lines, hopefully on the website, which is yougarden.com. 2 bits of information. 1, there's less than 30 of these left in the nursery. 30 of the passion flowers. If you want to go for that, now's your time to press check out. The other thing to tell you is a little bit more with Peter and Sean about the professional compost.
We describe this as premium professional compost. And the reason for that is it is the compost that is known, this formula we have perfected over decades. I've been using it for decades. We have perfected it over decades. You've got a blend of the best peats plus wood fibre that you can imagine. Now, by volume, approximately 50% of this compost is wood fibre, and the balance is made up of a blend of peats, and there are 3 different peats. So you've got things like sphagnum moss peat, which is renewable. You've got sedge peat, and then you've got darker sphagnum as well in there. So you've got 3 different peats. You've also got, you can see actually just there, there's slow release fertiliser. These little green, what look like little eggs, you'll see those dotted among the compost when you're planting it. That's slow release fertiliser. One of the most expensive ingredients in any compost is fertiliser. You can see that there's another one just down below. That is amazing because that will deploy nutrients to the roots of whatever you grow in this compost just when they need it over the next 6 months. You then got what's called a buffer. Now, peat in particular is naturally acidic. So, and plants like to be just on the acidic side of neutral as a generality. There are exceptions, so things like rhododendrons and azaleas, they love to be properly acidic in terms of the ericaceous soil or compost they're growing in. But most things like it just on the slightly acidic edge of neutral. So that's what this is designed to give you. So it's got a pH buffer to keep it in exactly that zone. The wood fibre keeps the sort of perfect air-water porosity ratio, which is what we talk about in the trade, all these complicated terms. But it's, what plants need is they need a jungle gym to grow in. So they need a jungle gym for their roots, which is called growing medium. They need some water, and they need some air, and they need nutrients. And when you've got the perfect compost, it blends the air and the water and the constituents of the compost. It all blends together to give the perfect environment. That's what this particular compost does, which is why it's trusted by us. We will be growing approximately 150,000 potted roses on this nursery this year. That's roughly what we grow most years. We'll be growing, I don't know how many hanging baskets, but our pre-planted hanging baskets that will be available later, you will have bought them in the autumn and last spring as well. They grow in this compost. We will grow countless perennials, whether they be in the 9 centimetre square pots or the 3 litre pots or the 5 litre pots, plus fruit trees. And this is the compost we use for all of those things. So we trust it, the trade trusts it, and actually based upon the well, literally hundreds and hundreds of thousands of bags of this particular compost that you've bought over the years, you definitely trust it as well. And, you know, and actually, peat is a thing. We need to think about peat. Not me. I happen to also be peat, but it's the peat that's in here that we're talking about. We can still use peat in our gardens right now, and actually the alternatives, generally speaking, are a bit iffy. So if you want to get the best results, in my view, use this particular compost for as long as you can. It's got 50% other material in it, which is the lowest level we could get to and still have a professional quality product for you and for ourselves. So we've been as eco-friendly as we can, and we jumped onto that particular that approach years and years and years ago. So this is the same formulation that we've had for at least the last 6 or 7 years, with 50% other material to bulk out the peat, and it still works better. So I would say this is, in my opinion, it's the only compost I use at home. It's the compost we use on the nursery. I can't recommend it highly enough.
I wasn't sure I should be stood then. I'm meant to be in front of this.
There we go.
And we're also there a second ago. Oh, we're doing the plum! Where is it?
Right there.
Oh, yeah, OK. The compost, 100125. Thank you, Peter and Sean. 100 litres. Nicola's off.
Bye, Nicola. Thank you for your company.
Thank you for saying bye. We always appreciate that. Now, it's always worth... I know Nicola's going to miss out on now. There's bits we haven't shown you yet in the last 15 minutes. The plum tree is one of those.
Yeah. This is the Tsar plum tree.
Tsar.
Check out the size of this, first of all. It's really nice and big and strong. We're just going to move this, apparently, because it's slightly in the way. Let me get it from the base.
Chuck it here. Pass it here. Don't chuck anything.
Chuck it here. Yes, this is super strong, super well established. This is a pot-grown plum tree. What's the benefit of getting something pot-grown? Do you know, Dan?
What's the benefit of getting something pot-grown?
Well, it means that it's really nicely established in there already. This has not been grown somewhere else and then it's been moved and put into a pot. It means that it hasn't got that transplant shock that you sometimes get when you move plants. I say sometimes, a lot of the time you get that. It doesn't mean that it kills the plant at all. It just means that it slows down a little bit. It might sulk for a little while. This has been pot grown, so it hasn't already gone through that process. So this is the benefit of going for a pot grown plum tree. Pot grown anything, to be perfectly honest.
It's only £40. It's 18
He's squeaking
pounds.
in my ear, isn't
yeah,
he?
he's like, the price!
It's a massive saving. It's a half price deal, and
okay.
obviously it's even more than that if you are a club member, because you're going to get an extra 10% discount on there as well. This is a self-fertile tree that's going to create the most delicious, beautiful, juicy plums on here. You get the sweetly scented blossom on here in April, May time, of course. It's going to invite those pollinators into the garden. It is also then going to create those fruits for you later on, which, if you leave them to mature, you'll have that lovely, deep, rich, almost black colour, and then the wonderful sweetness. If you pick them a little bit earlier, you get that gorgeous acidic sharpness to them as well. So it's up to you how you like your plums. I like sweet plums, personally. It's up to you, though. You can do that.
I don't think I've had enough exposure to plums.
Do you not?
I can put a count on my hand how many plums I've eaten.
Oh, plums are delicious.
Do you skin a plum?
No, you don't have to.
You eat the... Do you eat it?
Yeah.
What am I thinking of?
Absolutely delicious. Are you thinking of... I mean, you can eat the skin of peaches as well, but I don't particularly like
Maybe
the
it's
skin
peaches
of the
I'm
peach.
thinking of.
And kiwis.
You can't eat the skin of
You can
kiwi.
eat the skin of kiwis, but I don't like it.
Not peewees either.
Not peewees either.
You eat the skin of bananas, obviously, we know that.
I don't like that at all.
No, you can't.
Okay, good.
You do what you want. It's your banana, you do what you want.
This is a self-fertile plant as well, so you don't need to
Like the
have
plums?
2 of these at all. It's not a problem.
Okay.
You can grow these in borders and things. You definitely want somewhere decent and sunny to grow them. It will get to about probably 2 to 2.5 metres in height, and it will spread by that much with the canopy up at the top as well. It's going to take probably 10 years to get to that size.
Right.
So, it's not like it's going to do it overnight or within one season. You do have to wait a few years for it to get to that size, but it is long-lived. This is something that you'll have in your garden, in your allotment, wherever it is that you're growing for decades. Every single year you'll be able to pick your own plums from your own plum tree.
For $17.99. The
Not
last
bad,
10
is
years,
it?
it's £1.70 a year.
Yeah, but it's not. It's going to even last you decades, honestly. Multiples.
Exactly. Normally, trees are $8.99 PMP. This is $6.99. 300049.
Great for the size. Look at the size of that.
Absolutely, but could still be free PMP if you get to £40 after all. We're halfway there with this. 300049. This way. Lobelia! Go.
I'm coming.
gosh.
I'm coming. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I
that's
was
right.
checking out the plum.
Right, we're going to be super quick here because we've only got 10 minutes left. We've got 6 items here. We're going to finish down there. Oh,
I've got a
5
minute
items,
each,
I think.
basically.
Okay, Lobelia, Bex.
Lobelia Trail Away. This is a beautiful filler for you to use in your hanging baskets, your pots, your window boxes. You can even put it into borders, actually, and it'll just meander and spread there as well. But I love it as a plant in its own right. A pot of this planted up and just enjoy those flowers all the way through the summer, right the way through till those first frosts. Mixture of colours included in there. You've got the pinks, you've got the purples, you've got the lovely kind of more lighter colours included as well. They're great in a sunny spot. They will cope with a part shade position as well, but super easy to grow and they look beautiful.
10 seconds, Bex.
Done.
All right, 410.
That's what I mean. Look at that.
Yes,
Beautiful.
070. Double up deal. So 2 for $16.99. There's 10% off there as well by being in the club. We are moving on to the Granvia.
Granvia, beautiful, attention-grabbing flowers. They give a gorgeous cottage garden feel to your gardens. I put them in the dahlia category. They just have so many petals included. I'm thinking of the pom-pom dahlias. They feel a bit like that. Gorgeous 3 colours included. They're compact, they're easy to grow. 50 by 50 centimetres is the kind of size, and they're going to flower for you they normally right the way through to September, maybe even into October. Cut flowers, they will last a long time as a cut flower as well, so they're
soft
long.
those petals are to touch,
beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah.
Lasting long as a cut flower, but just keep deadheading and they will keep giving you flowers all the way through the season. 3 big plugs. These are ready for you to plant out. Just get them going in your garden. You won't regret those.
5. This is that one that was $5.39.
Yes, this is the one. This is a great one to get that basket up.
410524. We're aiming for 40 to get free PMP. If you don't want to do that, you haven't got to do that. Now, delphiniums, which is another double up deal. Is it? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
It's okay then.
I do love delphiniums because what these provide is sort of elegant height, structure in your garden. I adore the foliage that you've got down at the bottom there, but it's these tall, gorgeous flower spikes that come up out of the top of there. And these open in succession along the length of that stem. Once the flower is faded off that main flower spike, you can cut that down and you will get extra flower spikes coming up as well for you. Flowering earlier on in the summer, so sort of, in flower now or starting to bud up, and then into June and July you will get them. They are perennials, they're herbaceous, they die back down underground and then they come back for you. Do get some strulch. Slugs and snails love the fresh new growth on the delphiniums, so do think about protecting them from the slugs and snails. You don't want them to destroy them. This particular variety, they've been bred to withstand the higher summer temperatures, and they also have a higher than average number of flowers on there. So if you are thinking about adding delphiniums into your collection, into your garden, this potentially is the variety that you want to go for.
And if you want more than one, a gift or somewhere else in the garden or either side of something, it's double up. So you buy one, you get the second one for half price. I say buy one, it's not full price, it's still only $8.99. Okay, 560234. The GMs. They're out there, they're on the way. But listen, just because they're not physically in here doesn't mean they've got to bring the sample to the potting shed and then send to you. They'll just take it from where it's getting processed and ordered straight to you.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have them in here for the show tomorrow. Do join us. We're here from 10 until 1 o'clock tomorrow as well. But yeah, these are a beautiful variety of GMs that you've got here. Real sort of pom-pom shapes to the flowers that you've got on here. I love them, and I love that orange colour. Long flowering right the way through to September. Repeat flowering, deadhead to encourage those blooms to come through. And it is a hardy perennial, so do add those ones in because they'll come back for you year after year. Neat foliage, and then those flowers rising up at the top.
You were defo less than a minute on all of those.
Was I?
Yeah.
I think so.
It should have taken us to 55, and look at the time. Well done. 561-211 for the GM. Now then.
African daisy, the osteospermum.
Oh, yeah.
6 of those 9-centimetre pots. Absolutely thought they were going to be a popular one.
We'll do our best. We'll do our best to get back to this live after all, but 400953, pop it in your basket, and you've got it in that fancy basket, and you won't forget to press check out. I love this, just the shape of these.
These are gorgeous, aren't they?
Like, we're talking about the fragrance earlier on, one of the most fragrance ones we've got out here, but they're just really dainty and pretty, aren't they?
Yeah, they're really beautiful, and I love how they're on these sort of taller spikes here. You know, pretty sturdy that these are, and they're going to just move beautifully in the breeze as well. They're going to look really pretty in your planting schemes, and a long flowering run right the way through to September. Royal Horticultural Society Award of Garden Merit, so this is one you can plant with confidence. Do put them in a sunny position. You can use them as cut flowers. They are incredibly wildlife friendly, but they're not fully hardy. So they may survive mild winters, but it is going to be best if you can protect them in some way, shape or form. That might be, mulching might be enough for you. Maybe you could plant them into pots, and if you want them in your borders, this is what I've been doing, putting pots into my borders. So it looks like it's planted into the border. And then you can still easily move those pots to give them that extra winter protection. Really early flowering as well. So if you do look after them and get them to come back next year, right the way through from April through to September is what you are going to get. And they are semi-evergreen as well, clump forming too. So if you can look after them, you can divide those clumps and spread them around your garden.
Double up deal. Red boxes there, not every single item has it. This one does. So $8.99 for one, $14.98 for two, 561-285. The pink avalanche is next to there, which again, very, very striking. Like, I love the difference, the exotic, the unusual.
Yeah, the beautiful flowers on here, and you get this kind of colour changing going on with the flowers, because what happens here is they're two-tone. They emerge pink and then they age to a beautiful white. So you will have both colours on the plant at the same time. They're tidy, they're well behaved, you have this lovely lush foliage, and then you get these gorgeous spikes of flowers, and those are ones that sort of open in succession as well. Compact enough for you to keep in pots, about 50 by 50 centimetres is what these will grow to, but they will absolutely thrive in your beds and borders as well, because these are winter hardy and they are evergreen too. You're going to want to deadhead to encourage those flowers to come through right the way through to those first frosts again, right the way through to September.
Love it. Thank you, Bex. 511564 is your item number there. Weigela, all summer peach. There are different varieties, different options for you. This is the all summer peach.
Yeah, I love this actually, because what happens here, you've got these, I mean, you can see a few of the buds that are on there. They've got these lovely sort of deep carmine coloured buds, and then they open up into these beautiful peach coloured flowers. 7 months of colour. They are prolific in their flowering potential. They're lovely and compact. They're a perfect pot plant, which means they're excellent for smaller spaces. 1 metre by 1 metre is sort of the size that these will reach. Another one that'll flower right the way through for you. So it'll start in April and it'll keep going through to October, as long as you give it that bit of dead heading.
Yep.
The maintenance on here is pretty low. All you have to do is trim back after flowering by about 1/3. What that's going to do is encourage that new growth to come before the winter, and then the flowers will appear on that new growth in the next season. The foliage is also sometimes flushed sort of purple or red when it's young too, so there's something quite interesting going on there as well.
That's huge interest. This is the whole point in the garden, right? Your favourite ones, your favourite colour schemes, your size of your garden, the pots you're using. There's something for everyone, as you've always mentioned. It's 511271. Kapow! Very quickly, Kapow.
Kapow!
The most anticipated item today, with how early you were popping it in your basket, and has popular ever since. But again, the Kapow is these fruits.
Yeah.
Fruits and flowers?
Absolutely.
That's
so
it.
you've got loads of interest going on with this one because it's ornamental and it's edible, and there is season-long, year-round interest going on here. Flowers and fruits, plus it's evergreen. It's new this season, so this is not one that a lot of you will have in your garden. It's related to myrtle. It's got deep green leaves on here, which are
We'll put those
intensely
details on the screen
aromatic
for you.
when they are crushed. You've got these lovely sort of pink-white bell-shaped flowers on there. They have this very sweet fragrance, which the pollinators are going to adore, and then you get these deep red fruits in autumn which smell delicious. Resist picking them until they're fully ripe. It takes a little bit longer, right into October and even into November before you want to pick those.
Okay.
So year-round seasonal interest going on. Flowers, fruits, evergreen, winter hardy, scented. It's absolutely beautiful.
Finished?
Finished.
Okay.
I'm done.
I know you got I'm done. I've got a lot more to say, but also we haven't got much more time. 511
Sorry, I know we're rushing.
562. No, it's all right. I've never known so many requests, see so many things before the end of the live show. You can absolutely check out your basket after the hour, apart from maybe the passion fruit. Do we still have passion flower, Stu?
We do still, apparently.
As you heard, double figures, and there's a lot out there. There were a lot out there. A lot of them have your name on it now for you. The passion flower, though, again, it's now caught up with the rest of the buds, nearly the one at the top, and that one just. What do you say?
The petals are reflexing even more on there. They're coming even further back. It's definitely inviting some pollinators, isn't it, that one?
I think maybe it's right in line with that light.
Maybe it's to do with the light. Maybe there's something to do. Look at the shapes.
Glorious.
I mean, it's so very beautiful. Honestly, the passion flower is one of the most stunning, I think, when it comes to climbing plants in your garden. Quite a vigorous grower, so if you want to fill a space relatively quickly, yeah, passion flower would be a great one.
You know what? The message was it will be here tomorrow, but not on Sunday. If it keeps going as it is, it won't even be at the end of play today, let alone come 10 a.m. tomorrow. So in all seriousness, if you want to go for the blue passion flower, and we don't talk about stock very often, 550-334. Hopefully it will be here tomorrow. Hopefully it will be.
I hope there's a few left for anybody that wasn't able to tune in today and joins us on a Thursday, but we'll have to see.
Exactly. Maybe Thursday's your regular day, but nevertheless it's Wednesday. 550-334-899. Let's leg it this way, Bex. You've got a lot of information in this last 10 minutes, so bravo you. Well done.
Thanks very much.
The African daisies, again. I know I talk particularly quickly. I know you can find all of them on YouGarden.com. You can click on the TV side of things. You can obviously watch us there. But then there's a full list underneath of every single product, every single item number. Just add the code in. That is
for sure. And if I've been going a little bit quick in this last 10 minutes and you want to hear some more information, just rewind the show. You can do that on YouTube, Facebook, on the website as well. You can go back and you can watch from the beginning where we did take our time a little bit more. My mum always tells me off. She's like, you talk too quick. And I appreciate that. Sometimes I do.
Yeah.
So apologies if I am that person.
I'm always told to talk too quick. We get excited about stuff.
We do.
I want to fit more in, but it's tricky.
So these are the beautiful Osteospermum Purple Sun. Okay, so these are generally treated as an annual, but you can actually, with a bit of care, with a bit of looking after over the winter, you can get these to come back next year. Most people do grow them as annuals. We've got an amazing price on this because you're going to get 6 of these 9cm pots for the price that you can see on the screen. So I can see why people do grow them as annuals. Easy to grow, super simple. All they want really is a really sunny spot. They don't even need the richest of soils. They will grow quite happily. Okay. But it's the colours, isn't it? It's the long flowering right the way through to those first frost, and it's the ease of care. All you have to do is a little bit of deadheading.
400-953. Rebecca.
Daniel.
Thank you ever so much.
My pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Is Sean reinstated tomorrow?
No, Sean is not. It's me and Adam.
Oh, lovely.
Tomorrow.
Okie dokie. Very quickly, how do we find you on the socials?
Oh, Rebecca Bex Edwards on Facebook and Bex Edwards My Garden on Instagram and on TikTok. Do give me a little like and a follow. It really helps.
She's lovely once you get to know her, honestly, absolutely. Thank you, Bex. Thank you, Stu. Thank you for watching. Now is your time to press check out. YouGarden.com is where you go. And don't forget the code for your free items. We'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Bye.